All right, we are in session 19 of the Dragon of Icespire Peak, and in the last session, you guys had finished a fight with a lot of orcs that were all inside of a house that was owned by Big Al. He was in the basement, tied to a chair, bag over his head, gag in his mouth. He thanked you guys. Thank you for saving his prize cow, Petunia, his horses, and his pigs. He offered you a mithril chainmail and for the return of Petunia, which you did, and you got that. I believe it went to. I think it went to your paladin. Pretty sure, but I'm not sure for sure. Sure.
Yeah, I think it went to Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sarissa put it on so I don't have so much stealth problems.
You guys got a homebrewed item called Summon a Buddy, because I couldn't think of a better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which we'll see how you guys want to use it. Hopefully, if you guys need any refreshers on how that works, I'm happy to do so. I didn't write it down in this little synopsis, but I have it written down somewhere, I think, and I could make it up if I need to. But I believe you guys helped him do some light rebuilding. He asked for all of the weapons and whatnot from the orcs in an effort to help him with materials for rebuilding here and there. He gave you guys each 100 gold, including Bugdob. You guys spent the night. Bugdob slept in the field with the pigs. Some backstories were fleshed out a little bit more. You guys, he offered Bugdob steady work, and that was just the DM offering a way to like have the ogre not maybe be killed in upcoming battles, in case that would make you guys sad. But I mean, Bugdob is happy either way, and the DM is also happy either way to have him go with you until whenever. Let's see. La, 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 la. You guys set up a camp in the south of the Neverwinter Woods. You guys have taught Bugdob basic gardening and how to fell trees, and you made sure to mark trees in such a way that he just doesn't deforest one particular area. It's gonna be spread around. Rio stayed with Bugdob for the day while Neil and Sarissa went to town for supplies, and then Rio and Bugdob did some good. Like, I think you guys are building a log cabin kind of thing. I think we decided it was. This sounds wrong, but like maybe like 40 by 10, something like that. 40 feet by 10 feet ish. Anyway, you guys took.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, you took.
Longhouse.
Yeah, exactly. You took 400 gold worth of the gold bell, which is, it's gold, so it's malleable, into town. And I think you even came back with change from that. You got some heavy crossbow. You got a heavy crossbow. You got 50 bolts. You got meat, beans, more meat, cheese, 2 slings. 2 times sling plus 1 ammo, which I believe went to Neil. You took 30 gold back to camp from that 400 worth of the gold bell. You guys are level 5 now, so hopefully you've made those changes. And you learned about the 4 quests that are on the board. We kind of discussed other things that aren't on the board but could be done by y'all. You got some info dumps from me regarding what might happen if you complete all the quests, like basically everything that's in this book before going to face the dragon. I think that I promised you would be level 8 before facing the dragon if you did everything, including finishing the shipwreck thing at the Circle of Thunder. Or no, sorry, the shipwreck thing at the Storm Tower or whatever it's called. And anyway. That's where we're at, I believe. You guys are back in camp. Right. I think the progress so far, I had it documented somewhere. Oh, it's on my notepad here. So we've had like 1 day of log cabin construction, and you felled. I think we were doing 2 trees per day, so let me update that. So 2 trees have been felled, stripped of their extra branches, turned into logs, and so you have How I'll say one tree is 10 feet. So you have 20 feet of log cabin placed so far.
Nice.
And that's it. So you guys are back at camp. I guess a discussion might need to be had about what you guys want to do next, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to buy a stove. Get somebody to bring the stove out here. Maybe a big pot, big cauldron.
We bought a large Dutch oven in
Oh,
town.
that's right. That's right.
Yes.
Bought a Dutch oven. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
I
a
don't know.
lid.
I don't know why that's not in my notes, but I think I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, we had an entire conversation about Dutch ovens, their practicality,
We did.
how you would or would not use them, and it's like,
But we need a big cauldron, like the kind that like witches would have.
oh, yes, we do.
Oh well, we can get that later. Now we need to go make some more money.
Excellent. Hold on, Sarissa needs 2 moments to collect her thoughts while her iPad turns back on. It's a magical thing I keep in my pocket. You don't need to worry about it.
iPad? You pad? We pad. What?
Oh, hold on. A mystical, magical thing I have. It never works.
Oh, we'd give Bugdob the food we bought for him. We bought him like a couple big chunks of meat, didn't we?
I feel like it was
Yeah,
like
we got 'em
barrels.
Wait, yeah, we got an extra barrel of like salt pork for him, and then we got a couple like quarters of like we got 1 pork and 1 beef of fresh meat for him also,
Fresh
Yeah.
meat,
and then yeah, we'll offer to cook it for him, but
I don't even know if I
Oh,
still have that
doesn't
website.
even- he likes it raw, probably.
don't we all?
Hey, this is PG. No, it's not.
PG isn't pretty good.
Yeah. Where did I put that fucking... I don't even know how I found that webpage with all the weird meats and prices and barrels and... No idea.
It seems like I found something similar because I was getting the exact same prices, but I don't know where it is. I didn't save it.
Do you guys need me or want me to re-go over the options you have at your fingertips here? Just as a refresher.
Specifically, there's specifically
Yeah.
one option that I think we at least
I think Bart
Yo, and
said
I
like
can see
magic
where-
users place.
yeah, the
And-
magic
and-
users in the forest. If you could remind me about that one.
And you were saying like the
and
dragon barrel for the sword, I think.
Yeah, Neil has made it clear that he's excited about getting a Dragon Slayer sword, but the other one that I think was interesting, I don't remember, was there a reward offered for it? Yeah, if you could refresh us on that one.
Alright, so you guys have not yet done the Mountains Toe quest, which is the Mountains Toe gold mine, 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. Don Jon Raskin made a trip. Sorry, so Don Jon Raskin is in Phandalin and needs to be escorted to the mine. There's no telling what dangers between here and there are or what's in the mine. If you deliver Raskin safe and sound, you return to Wester and get 100 gold each. But, you know, obviously more things might happen at the mine. You have Axholm, which is 15 miles south of Phandalin. Ancient Dwarven fortress. It's been sealed for years. If a dragon attack is imminent, the people of Phandalin might need to evacuate and take refuge in Axholm. So it might need to be opened and made safe for habitation. You get 250 gold each if you complete that. Dragon Barrow. It's not so the dragon that is the problem now is not the first to threaten the region. There's a barrow mound of a warrior whose magical dragon slaying sword helped fell a green dragon terrorizing the high road a century ago. Rumor has it the dragon slayer's sword is buried there too. Retrieve it and let the sword be its own reward. I might
Sarissa's
even.
sword.
Yeah.
Sarissa's new sword.
Could be. It could be more than the sword. I actually haven't looked, but there probably would be. I don't know. The Woodland Manse quest, I think, is the magic kind of users thing. The orcs have fallen under the sway of evil spellcasters in Neverwinter Wood. They've been sighted in growing numbers near Falcon's Hunting Lodge. This is to the east of the lodge? Wait, it's on the map. I think... Oh, no, I didn't mark it on the map. Whatever. But I think it's to the east of Falcon's Hunting Lodge. But I don't remember for sure. It's pretty close by.
Orcs.
Yeah. Falcon's asking for a preemptive strike against the Manse. Destroy the evil. And then expect him to reward you. Yeah, the Woodland Manse.
Being Woodland Manse.
Woodland Manse, yeah. And then... Just a second.
And the orcs are reputedly under the sway of evil spellcasters. Some sort of evil magic overlords.
Purportedly. And then you have the Circle of Thunder, which is not a quest, but it is... It's somewhere near the Dragon Barrow. And it's got its own couple pages in this book. So stuff to do there.
Well, would Bugdob even follow us into a mine? I'm not so sure. I think we should go take care of the orcs.
Yes. I feel we should leave Bugdob behind. Bringing him into us
to work on the cabin.
Yes, I don't know that dragging him into a mine would be all that smart or safe.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the mine. That's only 100 gold per person. That's
definitely not.
We could earn, what was it, 250 for the per person for the orc incursion in the Woodland Manse.
I believe that's the one that was 250.
That sounds more.
You have the shipwrecks. I think there are 4 unexplored shipwrecks, and possibly you might have a crab that might help you if you can entice the crab again. And that's about it. I would love to run everything in this book, but I am not going to force you guys to do everything in this book. So, like, obviously, do what your hearts are leading you to.
What do you want to do, Sarissa? Rio?
Shoot stuff.
Stabby?
Yeah. I prefer not to go into a mine to track down ogres. So anything not in a mine.
There are no ogres in the mine. I don't know where you got that.
No, we were supposed to escort some guy to
you're
the mine.
you're just escorting a dude to a mine. You can get 100 gold just for escorting him there.
Oh, it's never just an escort, though, is it?
Oh, but you know we'll end up going into the goddamn mine.
Exactly. I don't care, which we do.
Well, we could go get the dragon sword.
No, Neil, no. I knew as soon as the words left my mouth that what you were going to go.
He pouts a little bit and moves away.
What you would learn, also what you did learn from the quest board, is that in order of danger that the quest board creator, the poster, whatever. In order of danger, the least dangerous, in theory, is the Mountain's Toe quest, so the gold mine. Especially because it's just an escort there and back. However, like you said, you have no idea what could happen if you go in the mine, if you're asked to go in the mine, or whatever. Axholm, Dragon Barrow, and Woodland Manse are all, in theory, roughly the same-ish level of danger. Like, something on these posters might mention you should have a well-geared party, blah, blah, blah. You know, some indication of danger levels of each thing.
So perhaps we should escort the gentleman to the mine, not go into the mine, and then come home, safe, sound, and in one piece.
And I mean, if you guys are looking for gold, I don't know if I described this well enough, but I thought I did. You have that gold bell, and you guys asked
have a lot of them. You're right. We have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked.
We chunked off a tiny piece and ended up with 300 gold pieces and came
400.
back with still 100 pieces. Yeah, 400. We only spent 300 of it, and we got a metric fuck ton of stuff.
So I'm
I think
hoping.
we're good on gold.
Hold on, I'm hoping you guys kept better track than that, because my notes say you pulled off about 400 gold worth of bell, and you came back with 30 gold. So I'm hoping somebody was keeping track of the gold.
I have it written down to the silver piece in my notebook, which is in the other room, which I can't be bothered to go get because I'm trying to pay attention. Yeah, so no, I have it written down to the silver piece is how much we spent. Where did this come from? This is not good. Oh shit.
And
there's a piece of technology laying on my bed, and I have no idea what it fell off of. Oh no.
Of the entirety of the bell's, like, total structure, you guys pulled off what I was calling a handful.
Yeah.
But it is roughly in the ballpark of,
It's got to be at least basketball size because Bugdob's hand fits perfectly in it. Yeah,
Nope.
I'd say the minimum. It, you know.
Your DM is telling you incorrect. So, you pulled off, you said 400 gold worth, so I did the calculations. It was roughly one... why is my math not doing... Okay, it's roughly 10... Sorry, so about 14% of the total goals... So the total bell's weight.
So 14%, so that means we have 86% left. So if 14%, let me give the fucking math. I need my notebook, my D&D notebook, but I don't have it here. So 14%. So if 14% gave us 400 gold, then X would give us 100% of that. 14, so that'd be 1400. And that'd be 400x divide by 400. Hold on, I need to do a calculator thing. I'm not good with math. So 14. Divided by 100. Oh, what does that mean? I'm not good at math. Can somebody please take... Wait. So if 14% of it... Anyway, I have the numbers and I can never get it right. So 14% equals 400 gold, so we need to figure out... Oh, 86 is what we have left.
2,800.
Okay. There, thank you. Like I said, my math gets really... I know what I need to do, but I'm just not good at math. So
14% is 1/7.
Okay, so 1/7, and then if that's 400, and so 7, so it'd be 6 times, yeah, 2,400 gold.
Hey, then my percentage idea was pretty close, actually. I could have done the math and given you an exact percentage, but you wouldn't know as characters what the exact percentage is. So 14 is probably more exact than you would really know.
Oh,
Well,
so
if we've got
important.
enough gold, then we need magic items. We need more magic. Maybe we should go back to the ships and go diving. Get some more magic items.
Yes, we could do that. Let's see. Kind of. We would probably want to pick up a breathe underwater type spell.
We better make
potion.
some sort of a root cellar here for at camp to keep all our supplies hidden
Yes.
and safe. Can we make a root cellar, then cover it up with some camouflage to sort of hide it?
Yeah.
Because we're going to leave this camp and take everybody with us, and we don't want our stash to get.
I thought we were gonna put the root cellar below the cabin and then put a floor over it, and then have the cabin on top of the root cellar. No?
Wait, did you guys do some digging that I forgot about?
I don't know. Maybe we didn't.
You
We
could.
talked about digging, but we talked about
We
digging.
remember we bought a special
You
shovel
did.
just for Bugdob, so he could dig comfortably. We got him a very large axe.
But I
so
thought-
he could cut comfortably.
Wasn't that for the gardening?
Well, you can dig a hole
Well, yeah.
for a root cellar.
But I don't
with a
remember you
shovel,
guys talking
even if
about.
it's a gardening shovel.
I don't remember you guys
Yeah,
talking
maybe we
about a
didn't.
cellar, but it's possible. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can just have them dig it outside of the cabin too.
Yeah, so we can camouflage it, and then
Yeah.
people won't steal our stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Plus,
we're gonna have to hike. We're gonna have to make a several-day trip here, guys. Like, and, we won't be back to our campsite here for several days.
If
so,
anything you guys decide to actually do, let me know so I can make a note of it. If you want
We
to.
actually did that. Wait. No, we didn't. Wait. No. Yes, we did.
Well,
We
like-
actually did.
Is he digging a cellar underneath the structure that will be created, or is it gonna be outside? Like, that's kind of what I'm looking for to make notes.
I thought we put the root cellar under the cabin. Then you just put supporting posts and you put the floor over it, and the cabin sits on the root cellar. So if somebody wants to get into your root cellar, they're
What are the other dimensions of the cellar that you think you would want him to dig?
well. If we've got a, then again, I don't know that they ever put root cellars under longhouses. That would just be kind of.
I don't know what a root cellar is, to be entirely honest. I know what a cellar is or a basement is.
It's a place
It's
where you
a
can-
shallow set. Normally, it's shallow. It could be deep, but it's just a place to store root vegetables that last a lot longer if you keep them cool.
Oh.
Cool and dark. That's why they're called root cellars.
I've actually watched videos from people who like cultivate potatoes and like carrots and stuff, and they like did demonstrations of here's carrots and potatoes stored in dirt versus here's them stored open air in the refrigerator, and it's so crazy how much they stay. Okay, cool. So how?
So really, yeah, we probably need more of a cellar and maybe
Yeah.
a root cellar. But we need we need someplace where people can't steal our stuff.
Yeah. Well, we could always even be extra crafty, as we could dig it to look like a down, like a barrow, and decorate it with the appropriate symbols and everything, and then put out the rumor that it's haunted, and then just keep our stuff in there.
That's pretty great.
Make a big old Iron Age barrow.
So is Bugdob accompanying you for whatever you're doing next, or are you setting him a task to build more or dig or? I guess
I
that's
vote
a
we leave them
conversation.
Yeah, well, if maybe we could just do the really easy quest to escort the guy there and back, and while we're gone, Bugdob can just, get his task done, so we can come back to a finished, or semi-finished homestead.
If we think that he can do that unsupervised. I like that plan because then he can be doing work while we're gone.
Yeah, and then if we go on a more dangerous one or something a little more, we can bring him. But this on a simple escort mission,
Yeah, DM, what do you think about us leaving Bugdob to continue his work while we go on a side quest?
I think that you should have a conversation with Bugdob about that.
Okay. Hey Bugdob, we're gonna go get some of that gold stuff so we can get more stuff and more food for you, But we're gonna be gone for a few days. Can you stay here and keep working on the cabin?
I think Bugdob is smart enough to know what a day is. Yeah, not great intelligence, but I think probably.
Several moons.
Yeah. Can Bugdob maybe get a little lonely, but with meat and work? Yeah. You be back soon?
I don't remember. I don't know on how many days it is. We have to go back to Phandalin, and then the mine is like southeast of Phandalin, so it's several days. Bugdob, it's gonna be at least 4 or 5 moons, at least.
Sunrises. Go by sunrises because the moon doesn't always come out.
Good point. If you're doing the mine thing first, you know that
10 day.
you know that your camp is, a hexagon I think is 5 miles, and you have the map here. Unless everybody's in here, right? No, we don't have Sarissa. Unless I have to refresh.
Yeah. Hold. No, Sarissa's.
That's fine. So the camp is roughly 20 miles from Phandalin. And I think you guys have horses still.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we decided that horses were double your basic movement speed as far as travel goes. But I don't remember what the... Okay, so I think it said basic movement speed was 15 minutes per mile. On horses, you're looking at 7.5 or 8 or whatever. So 20 miles times 8... No, it's not... Am I doing the right fucking... Yeah, that's right. Okay, so... Why am I sucking at math right now? It's 160, so 160 minutes.
Where, I can't... Where's the link to the... I can't find it.
Let me post it here. So 160 minutes to get to Phandalin, which is 2 2/3 hours, I believe.
Yeah, as long as I thought.
And then from Phandalin, they said what, 15 miles? One of the quests said 15 miles to the gold, to the mountains toe. Yeah, 15. So nothing, really. Well, that's three more things. So 15 times 8 is 80 plus 4, 120. So 2 hours. You could do that escort quest and get back to camp in a day. Less than a day, for sure. You could even shop and stay in Phandalin for a while, or even help out in the mine if you choose to, and get back to your camp in time. It's like 1 or 2 days tops, depending on how long you spend at the mine.
Well, my sense of distance is a little different because I'm small, so...
Your movement speed is the same.
It is.
But we'll be gone about 1 sunrise.
Maybe
Possibly 2. Maybe 2. And then we'll be back.
That's not bad. You want me to do what?
And
Well, keep working on the cabin.
So keep chopping down trees and doing what you showed me to make them into logs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
But Sarissa will write out a bunch of hatch marks on a piece of paper. Let's say, because I'm assuming we've done the math, how many logs we need. And every time you chop down a tree, mark off one of these hash marks. When you get to the end of the hash marks, don't cut down any more trees. We don't want to come back, Neil, and find 40 square miles deforested because we were delayed and Bugdob kept chopping down trees.
you would know. I mean, it's a valid point, but you would know that Bugdob, via your training so far, would fell a tree, strip the tree, make it into a log, place it in the area it needs to. So he's not gonna. Yeah, there's no deforestation challenge anymore.
Okay.
That was
A lot of work.
that was a possibility in the beginning before you guys started marking trees that were, able to be cut down to not. Yeah. So you're good.
Okay.
And I don't know if you were here, but we decided that like one tree would be about 10 feet, so like a log would be about 10 feet. I'm sure the trees here are taller than that. I really have no idea. They could be 15 or 20.
A standard 5-year-old tree can get up to 10, 15 feet. So if we're looking at older trees, you're looking at
I have no idea.
Did we decide? Are they conifer or deciduous? Did we decide? No, we were in a hickory oak woodland, weren't we?
Fuck if I know, dude. We can. It might be in the book somewhere, but we can come up with what you as a forest ranger or whatever you were would know about this particular region with a mountain range to the south and an ocean to the west. And
I think we decided on something like a hickory oak woodland, similar to what you'd find in like medieval England.
And also assuming that the people of this region would maybe come out here to fell trees to get the wood they need for their houses and such. So I'm just going with maybe you're cutting the smaller ones that are 10 feet. Let's go with that for now.
Yeah.
If we need to change it later, I'm happy to.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing some selective thinning.
Yeah. So this conversation with Bugdob happens. He seems to be okay with it. I think you might get the sense that he is a bit of a social, like he likes to have somebody around to talk to sometimes, but he's fine with going a day or two of isolation. You don't know what would happen if it were longer than that.
Bugdob, how about we get you a pet?
What is pet?
We could get you a puppy or a kitten that would be just yours to take care of while we're gone.
You have to take care of it. You have to feed it, and you have to make sure that it gets. You have to make sure it's healthy. I mean,
you have to protect it.
Protect it.
But it will sleep with you, and it will keep you company, and it will love you endlessly.
Sleep with me like pigs?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is puppy? What is cat?
Oh
Bark,
boy.
bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. That is a puppy.
Why your voice do that?
Because those are the noises those animals make. Sarissa will real quickly pull out and sketch out a dog, like just a standard mutt dog. It probably has a beagle-esque look, and then she'll sketch out a tabby cat.
I kind of want to make you roll for that, but to see how good of a drawer you are. But
right? Well,
if you want to roll, I'm interested.
Okay, what would I roll?
It'd be
though?
performance,
Like
usually, yeah. Be it or either performance or like a dex check.
I'll roll performance.
Whichever.
Got a 16.
Okay.
16.
You indeed draw a pretty good rendition of both. You said a beagle.
Yeah. Yeah, like a big ol' looking puppy.
Okay, and what kind of
Yeah,
cat?
just a tabby cat.
Okay. He looks
Dark
at
and
him.
short hair. Tabby.
He looks at your drawing. He's like, never seen these, but they're is word cute? Ogres don't use word,
Yes.
but have heard you use this word.
Yes, they are cute beyond measure.
Are they dangerous?
No. They
And-
think they think they're dangerous, but not really. That's what makes them so cute.
Bugdob would. Yeah. Yes. Please.
So Sarissa's gonna be honest. Sarissa is completely a cat person and knows fuck all about dogs. So Sarissa is going to be on the lookout to get him a kitty
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah. We'll get him a cat.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we doing?
Well, I suppose we need to go find.
Let's go
Go
find
start
that
our-
guy.
Yeah, and we have on our list we must get a kitty. I vote we get a set of kitties, like two siblings, little guys.
Well, maybe if I could go to the Feywild, I could get a displacer beast.
No. I don't know what that is, but it sounds dangerous.
No, not at all. No. Okay. What are we doing?
Actually, they're probably in the Shadowfell.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I just not quite sure.
I'd have to look that up. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I have to mute for a minute.
Rio, you ready? We're gonna go back to town and find our next job. Anything else you want to do before we go?
Not me.
Rio wants to shoot shit. Pew pew.
All right, so let's leave our supplies that we just bought for Bugdob to watch, except for that we take enough rations
Okay.
to sustain us, and we'll be good to go.
You leave Bugdob, what, like 2 or 3 days worth of food and...
Well, we're leaving all the food that we bought.
Oh.
So he can right, guys, or that's what I thought. Is I thought that food was for this. Like, we're not taking the barrel with us, right? The barrel of salted meat.
I wouldn't assume so.
Yeah. And like all the extra cooking supplies, we're probably not taking most of them. Probably leaving them at camp.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
So yeah, all the main, we're taking just enough to feed us for the next couple days. That's about it. And yeah, we head off for Phandalin.
About getting him some cats. All right. Cool. So the travel to Phandalin is uneventful. We'll say that you guys woke up at the crack of dawn, had your conversation with Bugdob, had breakfast, just whatever was maybe left over from last night. I don't recall if cooking was done. We could say it was if one of you were inclined to do so, to give you that. I think they're 12-hour buffs, right? Like +1 your charisma mod, or not constitution mod or strength mod, depending on the food chosen. I think, but that's what we decided. But nobody said anything, so maybe you just had a normal breakfast. So okay, you guys left at 7 a.m., let's say, and you arrived to Phandalin, walking through the grassy plains of this area. around let's see, I said 2 2 2/3 hours, so roughly 9:40. Again, not that you guys really have any idea what time it is because there's no clocks or watch, whatever, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's 9:40.
Yeah, based on sun position. You get to
You like
Fandolin.
Crocodile Dundee, lick your knife, hold it up in the air, and say, "Oh yeah."
I don't remember that scene, but that's hilarious. I may have only watched that once, and I was a child, so I have no idea. You know the meme, "This is a knife," goes around frickin' everywhere.
Yeah, that ain't a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah. So 9:40ish, pre-10, whatever. You're in Fandolin. What you doing?
We need to find what's his name that we need to see if he's ready to leave for the mine.
Should we purchase the kitties before we head out to the mines to make it more fun?
No, let's get the kitty on the way back.
Okay.
Thank you for not making me possibly destroy some kitties. So, okay, I'm going to take that as you guys are in search of Don Jon Raskin. He's easy enough to find. Let's say there were instructions on the board about how to talk to him, where you might be staying in Fandolin. And so by 10 o'clock, again, not that you know that, you find him. And I think I have a token of him. Hold on a second. We have a Fandolin. Hold on. I have a Fandolin map. Let's do that really quick. All right, so Rio. We'll just say you guys are all near the town master's hall. Maybe a page or whatever went to get Don Jon, and you see him, and there he is. I don't know if there's a description, but let me find. I think there probably is. So full of bluster and stories of his great exploits, which you may or may not talk to him about, whatever. You see Don Jon Raskin, and he looks. This is the token and such that the book basically had for him. For anybody who's hard of seeing, he is black. He's got kind of a chin strap beard, a mustache as well that does not connect with the beard. He's got, and it's all like white hair. He's got white hair atop of his head. It seems short, curly. It kind of seems from the picture. He's got looks like a gold colored cowboy hat, black tunic maybe, or like probably more like black leather vest, kind of cowboy, you know. Probably has leather pants or whatever a cowboy pant kind of thing might be. He says, "Are you guys the ones that are?"
Bag.
Ouch. No,
I'm just saying.
you butthead.
That's my like. Oh, great, we're escorting a douche.
Are you guys the ones that are here to escort me to the mine?
Yeah, we can do that. We can take care of we can protect you. We can fight orcs. We can fight goblins. Sarissa's great with her sword, and Rio's great with his bow, and I got magic spells. And you look like a rugged individual like me, and maybe we could share the trail a little bit.
He looks you up and down when you said "like me." Okay. I'll be happy to share the trail with you. Are you rugged? Like what have you gotten into?
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
I know the reference. I've
Yeah,
never
well-
seen whatever that is, but I know the reference.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, Rio's just badass. He can get all kinds of gigantic monsters and kill them with his. I don't know what kind of monsters he killed, but he's killed a lot of monsters. And Sarissa, she's just amazing. She's got like all these super divine powers because she's so faithful, and we killed a bunch of orcs and we almost killed the dragon, but he ran away from us.
That's quite a good pedigree you got on your back there. I'd call that pretty rugged. I'm looking forward to traveling with y'all.
Hell yeah!
I mean, are we ready to go?
What's your name?
think so.
What is your name again, sir?
I am Don Jon Raskin. What are your names?
Right.
I'm Neil Lodestone.
Nice to meet you.
Rio.
Man, a few words. Nice to meet you as well.
Sarissa Strongwise.
Nice to meet you as well, madam.
I'll sing you a lot of my songs while on the road, so you can see the kind of songs that I sing. I'm famous.
Oh,
Everybody loves
great.
my songs.
Looking forward to it, maybe.
All right. So, I forget how many horses we have. Do we have an? Did we bring our horses? I'm assuming.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
We did.
Yeah, you did, because I was calculating in 8-minute miles versus the 15-minute miles of walking.
Yeah.
So, how long a distance is it from here to the mine?
15 miles.
And so that will. How long does that take us?
An hour, 120 minutes. It's 2 hours.
It's okay.
I think I'm doing the math right. 15 times 80 is 120, I'm pretty sure. 80 plus 40, yeah. You guys wanna... you know what? Fuck it. Like, he's gonna ask as you guys are traveling via horseback, and maybe he has his own horse. I don't give a shit. Maybe he does. I don't. That's fine. Just keep things moving. So, who are you? Y'all individually? Like, what are your? Where are you from? What are you looking for? Let's start with you, little lady. Who are you? Where are you from?
Not little, definitely not a lady. But
Wait, how
thank
tall are you again?
kind sir. Yeah, I'm like 6'5".
He is. It's probably on there somewhere. He's right up there with. I think he might be like at least same height, maybe taller.
With devil horns and a tail.
Obviously, sure, yeah.
So, well, thank you for the compliment. I am no lady, though I appreciate your sentiment. My name is
Are-
Sarissa Strongwise.
Are you a man?
No. I'm definitely not a little lady.
Oh, my apologies for the little. I, the DM, forgot how tall you were, so. Definitely, yeah.
I also prefer to not discuss my background with complete and total strangers. No offense, kind sir.
I will try not to take offense to that.
But Neil, I believe you should regale our companion with stories abounding.
Yes. Well, Don Jon, see, I'm from the Feywild, and I kind of accidentally got trapped here, and I'm trying to find a way back home. But you can't just find a Fey crossing anywhere. Usually nobody knows where they are, and so far I haven't found one. And so one of these days I'm going to get to go back home. But while I'm here, following Sarissa around because she's the best hero that I've found, and she's gonna kill a dragon, and I'm gonna be there, and then I'm gonna write a song all about it.
I can't say in all my travels that I've found a pathway into the Feywild, but I'm truly sorry you can't find your way home. I'm sorry, but
Oh, thank you.
it's nice to meet you, and I hope that you do find it eventually.
Well, thank you.
I think Neil should take his kindness is to mean he wants to hear every song that Neil has ever written in the history of forever, and I think Neil should park it on the head of the horse, pull out his instrument, and just start belting out song after song after song.
Well, so if we're already like sort of underway on the road, then
Yeah.
Neil would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
Neil would like to cast his brand new spanking spell,
Dominate person. No.
motivational speech.
I have never heard of that spell in my entire life. Read it out, please.
It is a Acquisitions Incorporated spell from that book, but that's
Never heard of that either.
You haven't heard of the Acquisitions Incorporated?
Nope.
I mean, it's not homebrew. It is, as far as I can tell. It's
All right, read it out.
canon.
It's a level 3 spell, right?
The level 3 spell, it says
Okay.
you address allies, staff, or innocent bystanders to exhort and inspire them to greatness, whether they have anything to get excited about or not. Choose up to 5 creatures within range that can hear you, and for the duration, which is 1 hour, each affected creature gains 5 temporary hit points and has advantage on wisdom saving throws. If an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay.
Once an affected creature loses the temporary hit points granted by the spell ends. So it sounds like the spell goes away pretty darn quickly if somebody attacks them and does more than 5 hit points of damage, then the spell's gone. Which is the way I read it.
I'm as a 3rd level spell. It seems like it's aid, but it's temp, so it's not aid. And I'm happy to have. Is it concentration? It's not. It doesn't sound like it would be.
No, it is
Okay.
not concentration.
I'm happy to have the spell effect. Wait, what's the duration of the spell effect?
1 hour.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking yeah. The spell effect on each creature that you're able to target and hit with it, if it doesn't already say this, will last for the entire hour. It kind of it makes it sound like if one person loses the temps, the spell's entirety ends, which I don't like.
For that person.
Oh, for the okay, so yes, we're reading it the same way. So, yeah, it continues on each character for the full hour until that 5 hit points is gone. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
And then there's that thing where if you get hit,
Advantage.
you have advantage on your next attack roll. So and I imagine that would sustain as well as long as you didn't take more than 5 points of damage. Everything would keep continuing until you take 5 points of damage and then
Okay.
motivated.
I'm happy with that. So who are you casting it on?
Everybody, all of us.
What's the target count?
5 creatures.
Okay, yeah, sure. Cool.
Okay, what
so
exactly does it do?
It's gonna give everybody 5 temp hit points.
Okay.
So keep track of the temporary hit points yourselves, please. And then hopefully Neil will be able to remind you that if you get hit with those temps, Do you want to cast it now?
I'll remind you of the rest of it.
You want to cast it now, or like when you're actually at the mines? Are you like?
I was
Go ahead, sorry.
was thinking that I was going to do it to protect us on our journey. Thinking that we may need it in our journey, but I could wait until
Yeah.
the mines.
It's up to you. I just want to know the timing.
I'm gonna stick with my original plan. I'm doing it to basically cover the time period that we're traveling in case we get attacked and in case the dragon comes around. That you know we're buffed up for any trouble that we might encounter along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You would know the travel time is 2 hours.
Okay.
So it's up to you when you want to use it. If you want to use it, I'm not gonna hold you to it. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I want to do it, but yeah, the timing, I don't know how to handle that.
Because it's only good for an hour, right?
Yeah.
There he is.
Sorry, what was your Rio?
Sorry.
You're fine.
I guess I would just I'll do it like 30 minutes. 30 minutes after we get out of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
I might be totally wasting a spell slot, but it's okay. It's fine. I don't mind.
Actually, I did roll for a dragon encounter, as I am told to do when you're anytime you guys are outside of town, I'm supposed to roll for it. I hadn't been doing it. I don't always do it if I don't feel like it, but I did not roll the number required to have the dragon fly down. The one time you guys encountered the dragon, I rolled a nat 20, and that is why the dragon attacked you at that tree line.
What random things happening in a D&D game?
Right? This game,
Heard of that?
this does not have a whole lot of like travel encounters at all built into it. So, yeah, most travel is going to be pretty uneventful, I'm sorry to say, but I've got plenty of things you can do otherwise. But you make it to the mine. Don Jon was still interested in Rio's answer if Rio wanted to answer about who he is, where he's from, what he's looking for.
This is cleaning up a Diet Pepsi, and that's why I'm not talking. Go for it, Rio.
I was an orphan and was raised in an orphanarium. And I have an affinity to orphans everywhere, and when I am flush with gold, I'll make a donation to one. Other than that, the open road is a path of adventure.
That's mighty good of you, sir. I'm sorry you had to go through that as a child.
Well, didn't know no better.
Yeah. We are all only raised in the situation in which we are familiar, so... You seem like you'd be a good man. Y'all make it to the mine. And no funny business happens along the way.
Fair enough. Well, I've marked my spell slot off.
Yeah. Sorry about that, sir.
No, not at all.
Alright, so...
I thought it was the right time to try to use that spell. So.
You guys have all done your jobs, and you got me here. And that was what you were hired to do. There's more to it. Not that you need to do this part in order to get your reward. You can go back to town, you can get your reward and be just fine. But there is there's some varmints in this mine. And I am not enough to clear them all out on my own. I would ask you to help me. I will go along with you for sure, because I am not a sit at home and do nothing kind of guy. But I would ask you to help me clear this mine of the varmints. And if you do...
But what if we say no? Are you still going in there?
If you say no... Yeah, I am... not that it's your worry at all. You're not responsible for me. I'm my own person. but I am going to try to negotiate with the varmints inside, try to get them to leave. But yeah.
What kind of varmints?
I know that they are rats. Some of them act a little bit funny. Not like your normal rats. I don't know. I think there's more than that in there. I've seen some things that can burrow. I've seen burrow tracks in the ground. So
Have you ever seen these rats stand on each other's shoulders and hide three of them within a trench coat and try to pass as a human?
You saucy minx. He looks at you like, no? Is that something common from where you're from?
Yes, unfortunately.
That's fucking crazy. But no.
All right, go on.
That's all I got. I got rats that do not behave like normal rats, and I got these burrow tracks, which makes me think that there's something underground, and I don't know. That's all I know. We can maybe, we can maybe negotiate some kind of truce with them. The rats, that is, who seem to have above average rat intelligence. I have no idea if we can negotiate anything with whatever's crawling along the ground or under the ground of these mines.
They speak language? Or you're gonna try to bait them out? Or
it doesn't say that he has any actual like speaking. So okay, here's what you do see. Sorry. Actually, yeah, there's some important things here that I never know when to say these things. When the party gets within 5 miles of the mine, a low ridge rises to your right, which would be the southwest in the direction you were traveling. Beyond which you see the Sword Mountains scrape the gray sky, but closer in, something is strewn across the rocky ground 90 feet ahead. Well, ain't that something, says Don Jon, pointing at what appears to be 6 dead orcs. So you would have had this encounter before, like 5 miles before you reach the mine entrance. And you guys are probably, I think I can put your tokens here. You guys can put your, hold on a second. But this is what you see when you're at the mines. Let me make sure my shadows are working correctly. Cool, they are. So you guys are over in this section. You wouldn't know it, but if you, yeah. So like try to ignore what's happening on the east half of the map, the right side. Let me get your tokens. Boop. Boop. Where is Sarissa? I found Dom before I found. Wait, I have a token for Sarissa. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. Where'd Rio's token go? I thought I put it. There we go. Okay, cool. So you have this entrance that you see along some tracks on this west side. You would have like, you know, cliff faces. This is a mountain or a very large hill, whatever. The orcs that you saw, by the way, it's up to you. Do you think you would have inspected them at all or taken a look-see?
Most definitely.
They are all clad in hide armor. Got some great axes and javelins, littered around the ground. Give me anybody who would be like closely inspecting or even a cursory glance. Well, actually, whoever is anybody good at medicine?
+2.
Cool. Give me a medicine check if you are even
And I have
remotely
a heal kit.
okay. If you're even remotely good at medicine, like if you have good wisdom or you have the proficiency, then give me a check.
I've got
16.
Right. You would be able to determine they were killed by extreme cold about 3 days ago.
Hmm.
it's the dragon.
Almost. Yeah. Almost
It's
sounds
the
like
dragon.
a drag.
I saw him. I saw him. I saw the dragon in his cave. It's a white dragon.
Hmm. It's been nice knowing you, Mr. Raskin. Our gold, please, will be leaving.
I don't
That's right.
I don't have your gold. The town master has it when you go back and let him know that you escorted me.
Hmm.
Were you being serious or?
Semi. We have dead orcs killed by cold. Probably the dragon.
It does look like the white dragon saved us a little bit of trouble.
Hmm.
So that was roughly 5 miles from the entrance. You guys do get him to the entrance. When you arrive, hidden among bushes, a tunnel burrows into the foot of a soaring snow-capped mountain. So it is a mountain, okay. Above the mouth of the tunnel is a wooden plank with the words "Mountain's Toe" carved into it in common. Don Jon, if you were to ask, does not have a map, has never visited before. So the information I gave you previously about him knowing that there were oddly intelligent rats and burrowing things, he probably wouldn't know. So my bad about
Don
that.
Jon, what are you doing here? Like, why do you want to go here?
I fucking I'm looking for that, and maybe he was like asked by the town master to. Oh wait, I don't see at what point in time he would figure shit out, but I've been I've been I've been asked by the town master to do what I can to help make this mine, actually usable again, because obviously the town could use the ore, and it's also good trade for Neverwinter. The town can make some money.
If we go in there with you and we find treasure, we're keeping the treasure.
I got nothing to do with any treasure. We want to reopen this mine for the materials inside it. Treasure is all yours. Nobody cares about. Nobody even knows what could be in there treasure wise. So
maybe there's treasure. Maybe there's treasure, guys.
I'm hoping this works.
So. I don't know.
Did that work? Can you guys see that?
See what?
Please.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So the fog cutting tool is working as I hoped. Cool.
Let's see.
So you guys, you see the tracks leading in here. You see one cavern, whatever, from your viewpoint.
Is somebody playing a video game or like pinball or something?
No, I'm getting messaged incessantly.
Oh,
My
okay.
apologies.
So, oh, I don't know. Do we want to
Oh,
do this? Do we just want to get our
here,
gold and go home?
here you go. Here is why maybe. Okay, here we go. So this place, this section that I just unfogged. This cave is guarded by two female wererats. And you know they're wererats.
Wererat?
Yes, sir. You know they are wererats because they are in their hybrid form. They are on two legs. They have.
Wererat.
Yes, sir. They have rat like features in the face and claws and feet. Got gray fur along their body. If you have never encountered were things in D&D, they have, as far as I know, I think they have a human form, which shows no indication that they're were. They have a hybrid form, which is generally like humanoid in stature, but like features of whatever they are the were thingy of. And then you possibly also know they can go full rat form or wolf form or whatever. That's about the best you might know. And if anybody has any other questions, you can ask and I can have you roll some checks.
How did we just find this out?
Because they are guarding this spot, this entrance to the cave that I just highlighted for, like, just opened the fog. They're in hybrid form.
Well, we wouldn't think we would have walked right up there.
You think you
We
would have?
seen them. Wouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
I think we'd be trying if we would have had a chance to spot them without giving ourselves away, we probably would be strategizing right now.
Okay. They would. This doesn't really tell me exactly where they are, but they would be guarding the entrance. So they would be here. They would. I don't even know if they would be like hiding because it doesn't say that. So they would be visible as you approach. And unless you were being stealthy and trying to hide among the trees as you approach the mines, they would notice you approaching. But if you think that you would have been stealthy and tree flitting and whatever, then I can have some rolls happen.
It's up to everybody else, but I would think we would approach this thing stealthily to
You bet.
observe what we could observe before busting out into the grassy area.
If you think that you had a valid reason to be stealthing when you approach this mine without any... Well, maybe the dead orcs would give you pause to stealth. I would understand that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, Don Jon told us there'd be... Did he? So, are you taking that back, or did he tell us that there were giant rats that he needed to expel from the mine? He told us that, right? So yeah, we'd be expecting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that back.
Okay, then I think we would be expecting trouble.
Based on the book, he didn't know until they were encountered at this particular spot. But he regards them as vermin, and they need to be taken out or in some way escorted, quote unquote, from the mine. Convinced, whatever.
No, escort these things out. We gotta kill them.
We gotta kill them. How do you know?
They're wererats.
And that just means they're people that were like inflicted with some kind of curse that turned them into rats.
Yeah, but they're gonna pass on their infection to everyone.
As a yeah. I think probably the stories of where creatures would be passed on to almost everybody, even if it's just a fairy tale. But yeah, okay, you would know that. As far as I know, it's only if they bite or scratch you, which they might be peaceful.
To be fair, have you ever known a rat that fights that doesn't bite and or scratch? Number two, have you ever met even a peaceful rat that won't bite and or scratch you if you get too close?
I've known a few people to have pet rats that didn't do any harm to them.
Hmm.
I mean, most animals are territorial, right? If you don't encroach on their territory, you don't like threaten them, they tend to leave you alone.
So, do we not want to go inside of the mine that they're guarding as their territory?
Well, hey, if Don Jon wants to go negotiate with them, then we let's let him. I could cast a spell to make him a smooth talker, and then he could go up there and negotiate. And then if things don't work out and they go south, then we can jump out of hiding and take Plan B.
It's a good idea.
So y'all want to be my backup in case things go south? Is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we just probably need to kill him. But if you want to talk to him first, then I could enhance your ability to speak with them. I could make you a much better, more convincing person through the use of my spells. And then if you could talk to them, and if you want to find a peaceable solution, that's your chance.
That's a damn good question, son. I can't say that I think that my attempting to negotiate with them would be the best path forward. If you truly believe that killing them instead of trying to talk to them is the best way we can eradicate, no pun intended, this here mine, then I mean, if that's how you want to do it, then I'm okay with that. But like, my job is to make sure this mine is usable for the people of Phandalin. So whatever, I'm open to suggestions. You want to go in guns blazing, which I don't know what a gun is. You want to go in crossbows blazing, then I'm okay with that. But it might be worth talking to them first just to find out. They were once humanoid, as far as I know. As far as I know how curses work.
Oh, we can let him go attempt to speak with them.
Yeah, you go talk to him. You go talk to him, Don Jon.
Okay, so you guys would have been stealthy, right?
Yeah.
Sarissa would have been extra stealthy because she's so fucking happy to have not chainmail that makes all that noise.
Give me those.
We're whispering right now.
Give me.
Decide what to do.
Give me those rolls, baby.
Stealth rolls?
Yes, sir.
In fact, I would like to be called Ninja from this point forward. Stealth.
12.
12 total?
Yeah.
11.
Wow. Rio?
He'll get like 47 or something.
Yeah.
47.
Checking. I had you muted so you wouldn't hear the incessant ding.
That's fine. Motherfucker.
15.
The picture I took of the freaking Wererat stat block is sideways. It's stupid as shit. I didn't take it sideways, you bastards.
15.
15, they have plus 0. Okay. It was 15, 12, and 11?
Yes.
Let me get a Don Jon roll and see if that average helps you out at all. It does fucking not. That's a 2. Um, Unfortunately, one of them got a 13 on the perception, and your average was not. Well, okay, let me do the math actually. No, the fucking Don John's 2 dragged you guys down. I'm sorry. Um, so one of them notices y'all like kind of moving through the trees, trying to be stealthy, and you see her nudge the other one, and yeah, you notice them looking in your direction, basically right at you, but they're not doing
Yeah,
anything.
but yeah. Well, Don John, it seems that your ever so clumsy self has drawn attention to us. Why don't you go attempt and to negotiate with said Wererats? And if they attack you, we will come kill them.
A, that was a mean thing that you just said there. I could hear you guys all pretty clearly too, but I know mine was louder. B, when we get back from a short break, I will do just that.
Excellent.
So let's take a short break because I have to pee, and you're muted, by the way, Neil.
Short break until
What do you say? 5, 10 minutes? What do you guys think?
Let's do
10
10.
minutes.
We're
Okay.
starving.
Yeah.
57 minutes after the hour.
Okay. I will see you guys soon. I can switch over to my intermission.
Oh yes, we did. Yes, we do. Don John was gonna go talk to him. So I cast enhance ability. Let me mark off my spell slot and let's see. Casting time, one action, concentration. Um, so I pull out a pinch of powdered iron and I wave my hands in the air and say some magic elven words and I cast enhance ability,
Okay.
which the Don John now has
Charisma?
advantage on charisma checks.
Okay. All right.
I also see Neil trying to convince Don John that maybe we should let him paint his face up like a devil because it worked last time.
How does that conversation go?
I think Don John looks pretty rugged. Yes, it is.
Well, thank you, sir. You look, oh, I'm sorry. You look like a fairy. So, like, rugged would not be a word I would use to describe you, but powerful for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And if things go south, you guys are gonna, like, come to my aid.
Yeah, well, we're gonna come in and start shooting as soon as it doesn't work.
Okay. How far away are you staying? Especially
I
given
think
that.
we're in the tree line.
Okay. What was the survival for Rio?
Rio, Sarissa, do you guys want to back up with me to the tree line there?
Oh, that was just an accidental roll.
Or do we just want to just like walk up like with Don John, just like right with him? I guess we could just walk up there with him. I mean,
you noticed them noticing you, so it's up to you. Like hiding in the tree line might not be.
No, we don't have to hide, but you don't have to come across as threatening. When one person approaches
Yes.
to have a conversation, it gives the air of we're not here to cause trouble.
exactly.
Okay.
But we will fuck you up if you take a swing at our companion.
So distance will play a role here if things go south. So how far away from Don John? Also,
Do you have tokens for the?
yeah. So let's say he would get to about there. Let me find. I have giant. Okay, so here's the Wererat tokens. They're just medium size. They're not. So yeah, that's about right. So say Don John would, maybe like there-ish. A good respectful 15, 20 feet away from them. Would you guys be hiding in the trees as Neil and Sarissa seem to be, or would you be close to where Rio is?
Oh, we might as well just go up closer. I mean, it's either gonna work or it isn't, and we might as well be. I like where Rio happens to currently be.
Okay.
Why don't we move up right there by Rio?
The other thing is, if you want to save your spell, you could help, and depending on what you guys talk about with the Wererats, if you guys are within range to have a good conversation with them, you can give the help action to give advantage on his persuasion checks or whatever needs to happen here, but up to you. If you don't want to go with him to as close as he's going, then the enhance ability might be the right choice. It's up to you.
Yeah, no, it's Don John's. This is his thing.
Okay.
We're just the hired help, so
Okay.
we'll let him talk to him.
Okay, so he has enhance ability, and I think you marked off that spell slot. All right, so you guys are within earshot now. He approaches and he says, "Hey, I've been asked to visit these mines by the town of Phandalin, and I am trying to make these mines workable again to get materials, ore, etc. so the town of Fandolin can have those materials to do whatever work they need to do with them. I have not been sent here to eradicate anyone or cause any trouble. I'm doing my best right now to act as a liaison and see what we can do about striking an accord with y'all or getting y'all to move somewhere else. And the Wererats at that point in time cut him off and say, these are our mines, and we have found a good home here. We like it here. We do not speak for the leader. If you would like us to take you to our leader, we will do so. And Don Jon says, he looks back toward y'all. And then, if none of y'all are like making any indication about whether or not that's a good idea, he's going to shrug and say, yeah, that's why I'm here. And they motion for him to follow. And let me see if I have like I have a select tool here. So I just select all of them here. Damn it. You see them walk in.
Oh boy. I think we better follow him. Are we following him? We better follow him.
Yeah.
All right.
Then we'll keep about 30 feet distance maybe, and
You still want to keep a
follow him
distance?
from-
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. So, let's see. I'm trying to figure out where. Okay, so they would move along this path. I have fog cutting enabled here. So you see that. You see that. Ah. Oh man. Okay, so they move into there. And then if you guys they would probably move, it doesn't say exactly where in this this combined area here that is called M4 on this map. So let's just say they're in the top half. So I'll let's say you guys would maybe go like down to here-ish, right? To track Don being up to the northeast, which I'll reveal here in a second.
Okay. Do we see that train, the tracks that split off to the right as we pass that point, and their tracks that split to the north? Can we see up those
Okay, yeah.
caverns?
That's about what would be revealed that direction. To the north, you see about as much as you are seeing now, given that you are still theoretically staying 30 feet back.
No, but we already. What about the tracks? The tracks that we passed on the way to get to
Oh.
this point. You see them?
To the south and north.
Mm-hmm.
That much to the south.
Okay.
And like that much to the north. Probably not even the part that curves around to the east there, but I just made it easy. Okay.
Guys, are you following me?
In
Are you coming with us?
theory, they are. They're just not moving their tokens. Let me
I'm
just.
I'm digging for my Givenchy, my Givenchy blue lipstick. I can't find it, so yeah, I'm following, but I gotta find the blue lipstick.
Well, you've got important things to find.
So as you are moving along these areas, what's important here? You won't see that. Okay, so scattered about the big kind of two cave system area that you're in right now, where you see Neil's token and Don Jon and the Wererats. You have pickaxes, shovels, other mining tools. You would see in this northeast section four giant rats. And then you actually in the section, and you would notice this before you walk into this southwest section, Neil and other party members. Let's see. I think it's one for, yeah, okay. Oh, including Don Jon. Okay, so yeah, you have four more Wererats. You have one male Wererat. Oh, so one male, obviously discernible male Wererat. You have four of those. Four male Wererats in this section. Plus a female Wererat. God, if this is gonna be, if this gets into combat, it's gonna be a lot to keep track of. So this one, I'm gonna make her a tiny bit bigger, just to denote that she is. She introduces herself to Don Jon. You guys can hear this echoing through the caverns as Zelene Varnester. Why is that text so freaking small? Oh, I have to zoom in to make it not small. Okay, that's how it works. Fine. Zelene Varnester. Okay. Hello, Zelene, as you've introduced yourself. My name is Don Jon Raskin, and I was sent here to make an accord. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My job here is to make sure that these mines are usable for the people of Phandalin, the miners. We need the ore. We need the material. I prefer a peaceful solution to everything. Not to say that we're here to attack anyone. I'm doing a bad job here. The long and short of it is that we need these mines to be usable by the people of Phandalin. And if you guys want to be a part of that, as your pretty freaking awesome rat gang, that would be cool. We could make arrangements to make that happen. And she says, "We are the Whiskered Gang. This is our territory. We don't entirely want outsiders here. But what is it you have to offer that might work out in everyone's favor?" And he looks back to you. I don't know if you're in sight.
Maybe we could give them jobs. Don Jon, maybe you could offer them all jobs.
You're whispering from 30 feet away.
Offer them jobs. You could be the new foreman around here, Don Jon.
Would y'all be interested in helping to work the mines? You guys could take a share of the profits. I would assume that would your people hold each other's weight, you know, each one of you working as hard as the humans and other folk that come into these mines. If you're doing your job, I'm certain that you would continue to be paid with food or whatever you are looking for within reason. This is tough because it doesn't say what happens if you guys follow Don Jon. I'm trying to figure that and not actively participate. But let me.
Well, and potentially maybe we could have Don Jon offer, like they could even have a section of a section that is theirs and theirs only.
Yeah.
Okay. We were driven to these mines after we were pushed out of our previous lair. There was a shrine to the northeast near Coneyberry, and orcs attacked the shrine and drove us out.
Oh, we've been to that shrine.
Sarissa will go, excuse me. Actually, there are no orcs or ogres living at the shrine anymore. We have since cleared it, and there's nobody currently inhabiting that shrine. We'd gladly escort you back there.
I'm gonna say Don Jon's about there having a conversation. She beckons to the giant rats. We'll say that they're all kind of like convening here. I don't want to move all the tokens and make it super duper crowded for now, but if I have to, I will make sure that. But they're all generally conferring in this area. And after a bit of discussion, which... Let me see if they have a language that they could use. Like if there's a rat language. Nope, it doesn't say anything about their languages. That's awesome. Well, because... Okay, no, hold on. Where am I?
Well, if it's a curse, then it could be any kind of humanoid with any background. So I don't think unless they've lived together and developed their own language.
Yeah, so they don't have another. They have common. That's it. So, if anybody, I would say anybody who is not in Don Jon's section can make a perception check with disadvantage based on the distance to try to pick up what these wererats are talking about.
I'm going to sneak up.
Okay.
You said perception?
Perception. And move your token to where you think you would be. Neil's like down here, by the way, so he's... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with these wererats, watching Don Jon in the other room try to negotiate, and I'm yelling shit at Don Jon.
Yeah. Stage whisper.
Trying to help him, trying to give him some ideas here. He's kind of floundering. I mean, I thought my magic would do the trick.
Well, we have not yet had a roll for persuasion, so
We haven't, but we're sort of trying
we might
to decide what it is that we're negotiating, and we haven't come to terms yet, right? Like what?
Yeah.
Did they respond to Sarissa's offer about relocating to? Did we sense that they liked that idea, or we're just like really cold on that idea?
So, I was hoping you guys would have your tokens where, like, aside from Neil, the other two of you did not move your tokens to where you think you would have been. So I have no idea where Sarissa's suggestion was coming from.
Yeah,
if it was
I know
next
since
to
they weren't
Neil,
moving their tokens, I assumed that they were next to me.
yeah, if it was next to Neil,
I'm up by Neil, so
okay.
you know, I'm yelling my suggestions
directed toward Don Jon to relay to the rats, or just talking straight to the rats.
I'll just talk straight to the queen, saying, you know,
Okay.
we cleared that place out. We'll gladly escort you back there, and if there's anybody that's taken back up there, we'll, you know.
Okay.
If it was your home and you were ran out of your home has since been cleared by us.
Zelene, hearing that, would turn your direction because she had been focused on Don Jon, and acknowledge that you said that, and that is what started this confab of the rats, of the Wererats. Don Jon rolled well enough to hear what they're saying. I don't know if anybody else rolled good on their disadvantage perception.
12.
Anyone else?
Mm.
And Rio, you were moving closer for...
Wrong roll.
Okay.
Please disregard.
Rio, you were moving closer to do what? Just listen?
Yeah, 13 on perception with disadvantage.
And Sarissa, were you make one?
I didn't roll. I rolled real good, but then I rolled a second time and I rolled shite.
That is how disadvantage, yeah. Okay. So Rio here... Okay, so what you guys notice is Rio hears them talking, because he's close enough to hear their whispers in these caverns, and he rolled pretty good on his perception. He looks back to you and kind of shakes his head, like he kind of like does that mouth like pursed, like lips pressed together thing, and like you see in his face like this is not... It doesn't sound like they are wanting to follow that path. Like what he hears doesn't sound like they're amenable to leaving. Amenable? Whatever.
Okay.
Nothing hostile, but...
Yeah.
After that quick little perception of his and yours, Zelene says, we like it here. We're not gonna leave.
But Celine, you know
Yes.
how humans can be. You know there will be a fight. You may or may not win. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to go back to your former home.
The when you talk about a fight that they can't win or possibly won't win, you see all of the wererats kind of bristle at that. They're not really happy that a fight is...
Trista will quickly add, I'm not saying there will be, but in general, the way things go, when two entities want a space, there's never peace. Don't you want your home to be peaceful? You had a peaceful home. We have since cleared it out. Perhaps we could even have it where you set up trade with the closest town and they acknowledge you as your own entity.
I don't know what you know of the were people, but we were once humans and we understand human nature. We are not fond of people coming into our territory and talking about humans coming in to fight with us. You might want to be careful with your next words.
At this
Sarissa,
point,
Sarissa, let Don Jon do it.
Sarissa just does the kind of whatever. Like, I'm done. This person obviously has no logic skills, so she just is like, whatever.
Okay.
Neil comes over to you. Sarissa holds your hand and just kind of pets it.
Luckily, the Rat Queen's insight check was very bad, so she did not notice that these people are idiots motion that Sarissa did.
I didn't do a you're an idiot. I did a kind of whatever.
You said they're acting without logic, and that was what your hand or whatever motion was saying.
No, I said obviously that they're not able to use logic.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, cool.
If they used to be humans, they know how humans are, and they ipso facto, but if that's the road they want to go down, we don't really have a dog in this race. Sarissa doesn't care.
Okay. We should go over your paladin oath at some point in time to kind of track down, like, the specifics of it. But
it's an oath of vengeance, but yeah, we should probably go over that.
Okay, yeah, no, oath. All right, cool.
Yeah, so right there, that says quite a bit about Sarissa.
Yeah, but vengeance doesn't mean oathbreaker, so that's not like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're okay.
Nope, not an oathbreaker.
Yeah, Like there's not a lot here in this frickin' book.
Don Jon, give them jobs. Give them a way to work the mines. At least give them that choice.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was offering. Like, we could easily come to some kind of Riley is blanking on words. An understanding. Yeah, that's some kind of understanding where, you help with the work, or you oversee, or maybe even protect the people who are working the mines from outside attackers or invaders who are, we can come to plenty of different jobs for y'all to do here. And the more money the mines bring to Phandalin, the more food or gold or shiny gems or whatever y'all want. Like, more of those things can come to you, rather than just like living out your days in these mines with no purpose, no nothing. Like, we won't help us help you. And here's where Neil's advantage will come from. I was fucking all off the cuff. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
That was great.
Okay, that one fell on the ground.
You were gonna save the day.
Alright, so he has a +4. With advantage, he rolled a 13. +4 is 17.
Right.
And, like, honestly, this... This has nothing in it about negotiating, like, if there's a DC... So, yeah. That sounds... She looks to all of her wererats, and the giant rats technically don't speak common, but I'm just going to assume that they have some kind of understanding. There's no rat speech, but even the giant rats look to her and like give little rat nods. And that sounds amenable. One thing that has been, as a show of good faith...
Riley, could you act out said tiny rat nods, please?
I did that. I did this.
Okay.
As a show of good faith, there is a, like, large worm-like creature that occasionally we have known to burrow from the surface and engulf and take, like, just eat one of our people. If you would please take care of that, I think that we have a deal.
Rio here's a hunter. He can take care of any vermin you put him at.
At which point I step up and say, I'll do my best.
I think it might take more than just one of you, but do as you will.
Yeah, we'll all go. We'll all go, of course.
She points in kind of a general, like her you see her arm go somewhere in like to the northeast direction, and then it fans down into the southeast direction, as if she doesn't know exactly where this burrowing thing could be, but those are the section that's the areas in which it has shown up the most. So currently y'all seem to have kind of free reign.
Is there light? Any light sources or?
It doesn't say that there is, and it's a mine, so I can't imagine that there would be. I don't see anything about torches. But I believe all of you have dark vision. Unless you don't, Neil. I don't know what fairies.
I don't think I do.
It does say something. Okay, but yeah, anyway.
No, I don't have dark vision.
Okay. So, yeah, well, then, yeah. I'm not even sure how you would have seen all of the rats that are in this dark mine. It doesn't say anything about freaking light sources, so that's kind of why I want to do Roll20 or Foundry sometime soon.
Yeah. They probably have, like, it's standard. If they use, they probably have like little torches along the wall and make it, seem a little more homey.
The miners might have, but the rats have dark vision. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you either, somebody in your group probably has a torch. If you want to use it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure tieflings and half elves have dark vision.
Neil will carry the torch. And he can always set it down if he needs his hands, but Neil will carry the torch.
Okay. So where do you guys want to go? Don Jon would follow whoever wants to lead. I mean, she pointed in the northeast to southeast direction of the tunnels, but you can go anywhere. They're not gonna... Yeah. Does anybody want to lead?
Let's go. Let's go down this southeastern track. I'm sort of moving this way.
Here, hold on 1 second, Neil. I'm gonna put you all together. No, you're fine where you are. You can even say that like Sarissa's in the lead or whatever, just so that But if you want to group yourselves up and have one of you just do the select tool and just move everybody at the same time, that's fine too. Anybody? We still playing?
Yeah, we got. Can we see? Can we
Okay.
see what? We
Yes.
can't see where we're going.
Okay. That is the first section you come across, which says you will find picks, shovels, and wheelbarrows stored here.
I don't know how to group people together.
On my I have a DM. I have the map creator screen, so I don't know if there's a select tool on the right side for you as there is for me.
Select
Yeah,
this-
my icon's gone.
I still see it.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, there you go. And Rio, you have somehow broken off from the group to... Let me just refresh my screen here.
There we go.
Cool. Which direction? Well, obviously you can see the direction of the south has a dead end, so I'm assuming you're going to keep moving to the east.
Keep
Mm-hmm.
going. Are we being stealthy, guys? Not that I think it probably matters with this thing, but
I am.
Okay.
of course you are. And I'll say to Don Jon, like, man, stop jangling all that jewelry you got. Be quiet.
That's pretty good advice there, son. I will try my best. I don't think that's like. Wait, hold on. Are you going in this like northwest direction just to inspect this area, or are you going to continue? You're seeing this dead end, and you're going to move on to the east more.
Let's go inspect that. It looks like somebody was mining there.
Oh yeah, actually, you use the pickaxe. I didn't even notice that was in the map. Leaning against the back wall of this tunnel that you are in, looking to the northwest, is a dead human miner with a pickaxe.
Okay. Ooh. There's a dead body here, guys. I guess Sarissa, Don Jon, you guys are up front, but
I'll go up and do the post-mortem.
Okay. Either give me investigation or medicine.
14.
You notice, it doesn't say how many, but you notice that this corpse
You notice that he's dead.
has been stabbed to death. Would you relay that to the group?
Yep. Death by misadventure.
is he a human?
Yeah, it's a human miner. He was stabbed to death. Do we think that's a good indication that our rat allies are trustable, or?
Of course they're not trustable, but did you want to fight him?
I mean, no, but my job here is to clear these mines and make them usable again. So if they're not going to acquiesce to an alliance with the people of Phandalin, if we can't trust them,
Let's play along for now. Let's just
Okay.
let's take out their problem.
okay.
And let's see what happens.
All right. Next up, you guys come to this fork.
Marching order like that.
I'll only be
What's that?
a butthead about marching order if you guys are coming close to something, or if you guys yeah. So you see to the east, you can probably see like a little tidbit here. You see what looks like the edges of some beds. I mean, fuck it. You're probably gonna see the whole thing in a second. So you saw what looks like the edges of beds. Now you see the whole thing. So it looks like there's sleeping quarters over here.
Okay, if I don't see anybody in there, then Neil
Correct.
will take the torch and he'll walk in there and look around.
There is nothing else to explore here. There's just wooden cots.
Okay. Nothing to see here, guys.
Are we going north or south after this?
So,
Flip a
Sarissa
coin.
is not which direction we go. She's just along for the ride.
Which way? What's the elevation of each? Is north or south lower?
There do appear to be marks on this map that make it look like north would be slightly more elevated, but not like
I'd
a.
go north.
I was like not like a
I'd
ton more.
suggest north.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Move yourselves, and I shall reveal. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You would definitely see this corridor. So that's about what you'd see. I mean, assuming you get to like the intersection. And let's see, I don't think there's.
The intersection.
Okay. To this direction. This wooden thing across here is a door.
A wooden door. A big.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah, wooden.
So is the. How is it attached to? Is this a cave or is this? Are we starting to get into something that's more like a human-made?
Well, this is a mine.
It's just like a mine door. It's just a mine
Yeah.
door. Okay.
I don't know why they put a door in a mine. Don't ask me because I have no idea, but they did.
What's to the left?
To the left, if you are here, yeah. Almost done. You see, you can even see. We'll just say you can see one of those giant rats to the west. Like, so this kind of tunnel would, going to the west, just reconvene with that rat leader area. Whoever spent the time to make these maps more detailed, and they did a good job. I think they're great.
Yeah. And there's another. Is there another door up to the north?
There actually is. You're right. Yeah, it's right. Not that you guys have gone in the direction to see it yet, but it's right here. So there's a door.
Which door? Behind door number 1 or door number 2?
Follow the left wall if all else fails.
Follow the. Okay, the ranger said follow the left wall, so we're going to the north door.
Yeah.
Don't dead. Open inside. Okay, so the okay, cool. Okay. You opening that door?
I'd like to suggest someone else open it so that I can cover them with my bow.
Yeah, and I'll cover you with my spells.
Don Jon just lets out a heavy sigh and walks up to the door and I guess I got this then and opens it up.
Don Jon have any weapons?
I have a stat block for him in case it comes up,
Yeah.
so
He definitely doesn't have a gun.
Don Jon, are you wearing any armor?
you would notice he is definitely not wearing anything that looks like armor.
Like alligator skin.
Yeah, like even leather armor gives you +1 AC. This is nada. You could see he has a dagger at his hip, and you can also see a sling at his other hip.
We gotta protect Don Jon, guys.
I would prefer not to be the leader here, but I mean, no one else volunteered, so.
Yeah, put Don Jon at the back.
Sarissa will just sigh and walk up and be like, "All right," and she'll open the door carefully.
All right, you didn't inspect for traps, so it does 8d10. No. No, it leads into a room where it looks like it has been quite ransacked, but you do see furnishings that include a desk, a chair, an empty wooden chest, and a cot.
Huh.
Kind of like the office. All right.
It literally is. It's the overseer's office.
This place looks pretty picked over. Maybe there's a secret door somewhere that where they really keep the treasure. Don Jon, keep a lookout, and then Neil's gonna search for secret doors, like looking for places where somebody might store important things
In this room?
or secret storage places.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Sarissa will start helping Neil
17.
too.
Yeah, whoever wants to make that check with advantage, or you can both roll 1.
Investigation coming up.
Yeah, you can all roll if you want to. Okay. No matter how good your checks were, there is nothing. It has been ransacked.
Alright, I figured as much. Okay, moving on.
Keep your
So
head-
now back to the south passage.
Okay.
The southeast passage here. This door.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh. Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me put Sarissa up front and myself up front, and there we go. All right, that's our new marching order.
Okay.
We're protecting Don Jon.
Have you remained concentration on the charisma bonus? The charisma?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Just curious. It doesn't really matter. But yeah. Anyway,
I have to drop it, but yes, for the time being, yes.
for the time being, you open this door. Who's opening it?
First, Sarissa will look around, make sure there's no booby traps, of course. Like,
Give me either a perception or investigation roll. Whatever you choose.
15?
You notice. I know it's a Walking Dead reference, shadows, thank you. You notice no traps on the door.
Okay. Excellent. Sarissa will open the door.
And it
And
explodes.
With the flourishing motion with the after you. Yeah, exactly.
You open the door. And you all die. You notice the ground. Let me get the shadows. I tried to do a shadow thing that did not work, and I'm kind of. I know shadows. I'm not talking about you, shadow. I'm talking about freaking map shadow. Right inside the door, you notice the ground here is a little bit kind of like moving. And then this motherfucker erupts from the ground, son.
Yeah.
It's like a yellow worm-like thing with lots of little phalanges coming off of it. You can see
Where's the picture?
it's on the map.
Oh,
If you zoom in, you can see better. But yeah, a long yellow.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird teeth, kind of sharp teeth, like 2 rows of teeth, human mouth, kind of like a dune worm, but much, much, much smaller.
So it's basically Muad'Dib's son.
Yes. And Roll
Would
initiative.
Neil have ever seen this thing before? Would Neil recognize it?
Give me, I think that not a nature check.
Nature check. 13.
I imagine such creatures could be anywhere. I don't think they're, yeah. You would understand that, maybe not know the exact thing that it is, but it is definitely a burrowing, large, is it large? Hold on. I saw a bunch of turkeys today or yesterday. I took a picture. It is large, so let me make it a little bit bigger. And you would know what kind of type of thing it is. They are considered a carrion crawler, but you don't know a lot about them. You've heard tales of things burrowing from the ground and big worms and yeah. So initiative.
Yes.
6.
Okay.
Oh.
19.
Initiative. Sarissa got 12.
Okay. Then Neil, you're up first with Sarissa on deck.
19.
No.
You can stay back, Don Jon.
Oh shit, Don Jon, thank you.
Oh, what?
Forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, you're still first.
Okay. Let's see. Neil is going to use his once a day use of Fairy Fire.
Okay. From your bard subclass
so-
or from something else?
It is from Fairy Magic.
Mhm. Yeah.
Whatever that is from. I don't know what gave me that.
I'm good with
It's
that.
from being a fairy.
That's fine.
So I don't. So there's like a box that I check off that says once per long rest, and then so I check that off, but I don't check off a spell slot box. I think.
Okay.
That's how that works. Okay. All right. So each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. I'm going to go with green light. And any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
We've had a long discussion about this fairy fire and how the wording makes it sound like it should still take effect. The dex save is
like all objects get like lined
Yeah.
in fire, so that's right. Yeah.
the dex save is 11.
But so even if he saves his against his dex save throw, he's still gonna have this fire like around.
Yeah,
him, but like
I-
it just doesn't. It just
Yeah, it
doesn't
doesn't
have
make
the effect.
sense. The wording is okay, but yeah, dex save was 11, so
Ooh, all right. So, all attack rolls against him have advantage.
can't go invisible. Yeah.
Okay, so then Neil will take his torch and am I in melee range with him now? Because I want to run away, but I thought that I didn't think that I was so close to him that I couldn't run away. Can I?
You don't know.
Because I don't know exactly like how
What its reach is.
yeah, like how far he can reach is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me think here.
I don't know.
risk it. I'm gonna stay there, and as a bonus action, I'm going to give bardic inspiration to Sarissa. I'd be like, Sarissa, save me!
Okay.
And that's my turn.
I got things. I had not rolled for Don at that point, so I got it wrong. Don is actually after Neil, and he does have a sling, so he's gonna use it. Rolls a 5 plus 2. The sling bullet just he was startled. He didn't aim it well. It kind of just sailed over the. I was going to say shoulder, but a worm generally doesn't have shoulders. So over the extended upwards body of this worm and does nothing. It's ineffective. Which is sad. But that's it for Don's turn. Like, for such a large creature,
Did you roll? Did you?
Oh, shit, no, I didn't. It's a 1, so no. No. A 5 and a 1. You lit it up. I didn't expect it to be so dodgy. I suck. I'm sorry. I'm out of practice. And then Sarissa, you're up now with Rio on deck.
All right. Don't worry, Neil. Sarissa walks up to it with her long sword and just goes right for it.
Okay. Roll your attacks with advantage.
Hold on. So 14 is the first one, and the second one is 23.
Both hit.
Okay, so and I'm going to hit him, and I'm going to divine smite him as I'm,
Okay.
So, real quick, so hitting him, is the normal damage, and divine smite is 2d10.
2d8, I believe, for a level 1 spell slot.
Am I allowed to use level 2 now that I have level 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so I'm clear on it. So as I get higher spell slots, I don't always have to divine smite on that level. I can bump it up. I can
any spell slot you choose, it'll be an extra 1d8 for the spell slots above.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me roll. The regular damage is 1d8 plus 6. So 4 plus, so that's 10 points. And then 3d8 you said for the divine smite?
Yeah.
Divine smite. Let me see if there's a spot on the features and traits. Divine. I'm just trying to see if there's a spot I can mark off. Divine smite.
There isn't. You mark off the spell slot.
Okay. 1, 2, 3d8. Oh, I only got 10.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. So 20 points damage total.
That's pretty much what happened with my paladin. The smite it was never good for me.
Yeah.
Okay. That's your 2 attacks is your action. Any bonus action or movement you want to do?
As my bonus action, can I fire up my shield of faith around myself?
Yeah.
Did you roll your attacks with advantage?
I told her.
Mean?
Oh.
No, I didn't.
It means you roll twice and you take the higher.
Everybody has advantage against this thing because of my fairy fire.
Oh, so can I?
Yep.
Does that mean I can roll it again?
See if you get a crit.
Okay, hold on. Where's my... Holy shit, I rolled a 20, so I got a 27. I got a natural 20, I'm not kidding.
Well, the problem is... Because your smite would work off of that crit.
Yeah.
I thought you were rolling advantage in the first place.
No.
Um,
I can just re-roll the d8s.
no, give me just a d20, and if you roll 11 to 20, you can crit on the smite. 1 to 10
Okay.
is you chose the other attack. There you
I
go.
got an 11.
So, the longsword damage was. Oh fuck! I forgot I do
10.
I do crits differently.
The longsword damage came to 10.
Yeah. So, give me 2 more d8 rolls.
2 more d8. Okay, 1, 2. 1 and
Oh,
2. So
wow.
they came to 3.
So your
Yeah.
longsword did an additional 2, so you did 12.
Okay.
And give me fucking this is crazy as shit. Give me stupidly 6 more d8 rolls for your smite.
68. 16.
Where's
there are
your-
a lot of ones in there.
Where's your smite damage roll like the first time? I don't see it.
The first time I only got
Oh, 1, 5, 4. There it is.
5
Okay.
and 4.
Yeah.
Lots of 1s and 2s.
Oh, I can't see all. Okay. I can't see everything you rolled here. So,
If you
16.
hover over, you hover your mouse over it, you'll see all the rolls.
oh, okay. It goes away. Oh, after. Okay, hold on.
So 16 plus 10.
Or it was 11, I thought.
16 plus 11, yeah, so
5,
27. Still not that
4.
impressive, but not bad.
5,
Pretty good,
4. So hold on.
Yeah.
10. Hold on. 5, 4, 5, 4. So 10 plus 8 is 18. And then the rest of the rolls are like 2s. So you
Yeah.
did 22 damage with your smite. And 12 damage because you take. It's like rolling damage with advantage. It makes sense in my head, but it's hard. Especially with bigger rolls. But yeah, so those are gonna be fun. We gotta keep track of that. So 22 damage with your smite. I think it was 12 damage with your longsword.
Yeah.
Yes.
For a grand total of 34. Okay.
Okay.
Woo!
Damn. Okay.
Strissel was saying, get behind me, Neil, please.
Bonus action. Did you want to do the Shield of Faith thingy?
Yeah, I'll fire up my Shield of Faith.
Okay, so you have marked off the 2nd level spell slot for the smite and a 1st level spell slot for your shield. And then
Yes.
remember that you are concentrating with +2 AC at this point.
Yep.
Alright, next up is Rio, and then obviously the last person to go will be the worm.
And it's arrow time. 21 to hit.
With advantage?
Oh, advantage. I beg your pardon. Forgot that.
We're so terrible. We always forget that advantage part.
Yeah, 21.
Okay. That hits. The creature does have less
And-
than its max HP.
So 11 points of ouch.
Okay.
Advantage on the second.
Yep.
Double crit.
By the way, I've already failed. Wait, what?
Double crit?
What?
Oh my god! Whoa! That should be a thing.
Wait a second. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Cool. So, per my crit rules, you would roll the damage dice for your longbow or whatever that weapon is 3 times and take the higher 2. And same for the Colossal Slayer, I believe you have, or Giant Slayer, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Roll that dice 3 times and take the higher 2.
Okay. Don't see a manual dice roll here.
It's in the bottom left of the D&D Beyond screen. It looks like just a...
Left.
Yeah. As long as you're in your character sheet, which I believe you probably are. That's a D20.
So that's 13 plus 5
Well,
makes 18.
That's a D20 that you rolled.
Right.
If you click on that dice, it should also...
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
That was inept.
Fuck.
So I got 7 and 8.
15.
15 plus 5 makes 20.
Okay.
And then Colossus Slayer. Dum, 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 dum. Is also a D8, straight 8.
So 3 of those and take the highest 2.
So 5.
Ouch. That counterbalanced the 877 from the previous. Okay, so 15 plus 5 for 20, and then additional 5. Okay, so 25. Damn. That's quite an opening turn.
I'll say.
The worm looks
How's that worm looking?
really, really bad. Did y'all keep track? Okay, so I know Sarissa did
32.
12 plus 22.
Yeah, so I did 34.
Rio did... What was the first shot?
Didn't he do
11?
16?
16.
16 was the 2 hit. I think it was 11 damage, though.
Oh, yeah, 11 damage.
Oh,
And
that's
then
right, yes.
25 with the fucking crit. Wait, hold on. Sarissa, you also had 2 attacks, one of which was a crit. What was the damage of the non-crit?
It was, it only came to 10.
10? No, wait.
Yeah,
Wasn't that the one that...
to be honest,
I
I'm
wish I
not
was
gonna
keeping...
lie and say I remember.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I know I did for sure 34 damage.
Yeah. I thought that was just the crit, though. I thought you did. Did you actually roll damage for the non-crit attack? Did we do that?
Yeah,
We did.
11.
No, yeah, you did, but I don't know if Sarissa did. Anyway, shit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
since I didn't remember it was with advantage, I'll take the L because I should have remembered it was with advantage. So.
Okay. So, I think, well, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm trying to keep track. Let's see. So, okay, cool. So, Worm's turn, as I said, looking pretty freaking horrible. It is going to...
Run away.
No, it's gonna go at you. So it's gonna do... I need dexterity saving throws from all of you.
Dex.
11.
Dex.
Okay.
Dex. Saving throw.
26.
Stupid.
Sarissa gets 19.
Okay, so, and then Don Jon. God, yeah, nope, he failed. So, anything.
Why do we have Don Jon here? I'm at again.
You didn't tell him to stay. He wanted to join. You didn't tell him to stay.
Yeah.
Don failed, and anybody who rolled below a 13 failed. I think that was Neil?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luckily, the damage isn't fantastic. Anybody who did not succeed takes 11 damage. And anybody who succeeded on the dex save and does not have evasion as a... I think that's pretty much just monks and rogues. Takes half, so 5 damage. And it's acid damage if that makes any difference.
Okay. Acid damage.
Okay, that takes care of my temporary hit points.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those are gone because
Oh, an hour?
you really didn't have them. Yeah, they were just available while we were traveling and nothing happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he cast, I guess, half an hour into the...
So 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Just a scratch.
Tis but a flesh wound.
The worm sees that you are all still standing after that. And if you could sense dejection in a worm... Sorry, go ahead.
I have a question. So
Sure.
since he's hit me, because I took damage.
Hellish
I
Rebuke.
can then. Yeah. I
Remind-
that's what I'm asking.
Read
Even though
that.
It's not my turn.
Yeah, read
Yeah.
that, please, for me.
Okay, hold on.
Because I think it says damage from an attack.
See, and that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to find where it's. Where's it at? I can never find it.
It's probably in the wording of Hellish Rebuke itself.
I know. I can't find where it's
Oh.
listed. I'm underneath features
Spells?
and traits.
It should be in your spells.
Okay, let me look underneath spells.
I think so.
It's not a spell though. It's because
It
I'm
is.
a tiefling. It's
You're-
a genetic thing.
But it is a spell.
Oh, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me look. Hellish Rebuke. Hellish Rebuke. Hellish Rebuke. Okay. You point your finger at a creature that damaged you. It doesn't say attacked. It says that damaged you, and I just
Shadows.
took damage.
Yeah, shadows beat you to it. Yeah, if you would like
Yeah.
to use that ability, or if it requires a spell slot, it's up to you. It's your reaction.
I'm gonna. He needs to make a dex save of
Okay.
14.
Give me the damage, because I don't think it's gonna matter if he saves or not.
Okay, so 2d10. 11.
Yeah, it would not matter. He was that it was that low. I don't know if it's a male. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you watch as Sarissa, pissed off from having acid spit at her, reaches a hand forward, and this gout of flame comes and just leaves behind a charred worm, writhing for a second or two before it succumbs to the injuries that you inflicted upon it in 6 seconds.
And every time, whenever Sarissa does that, the verbal component is always I point and say, "Oh no, you didn't." And that's what I say every time.
Sassy Sarissa with her, yeah.
Sarissa,
no,
that was
you-
hot. That was hot.
Spent all this time preparing for the day, and this vile creature has spit acid at me. I just cannot.
Love it when you do that.
So you have a large charred worm carcass in your way to keep going. It's not like you could get around it, but that's there if you want to step over it or whatever. What are you gonna do next?
Let's see if we can find some treasure, guys.
It's an
We
idea.
did what they wanted us to do, right? So we could go back and continue negotiating with them, or we could continue exploring and see if we can find some treasure.
Oh, and it's just FYI, I screwed up. I should have done 3d10 damage actually, but it doesn't matter. Oops, sorry.
Why is it 3?
Because it's second level. You take 2d10 at first level, and then
But
anything above, you get one more d10 added. And I just automatically did it at second level.
but your tiefling usually abilities that are granted to you by race or subclass or whatever, they are stuck at the lowest level of the spell. Does it say that you can upcast it as part of your?
Yeah, it says right here, even on D&D Beyond, 3d10 is what
Okay.
I should have rolled.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, and the thing is I can't. I think it's always the second level spell, so I can't even roll it at a first level. I have to do it at the second level. So
I think I remember you saying that last time, but
yeah,
it's been a while. So
I read the actual spell without looking at the thing, and it's like, oh yeah, it's always 3d10 because I always have to do it at a second level. Because before I even got second level spells, I still had this to use at a second level.
yeah, I remember that.
Yes, and actually, you have one use of Hellish Rebuke per day. Per long rest. So you don't even have to you don't check your spell slot off on the spells page.
Yeah.
You check it off.
Yep.
You check it off on the other page, the one for long rest.
When I click it, it just blacks it out. Like, hey, you've used it for the day.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was asking. But yeah, it sounds fantastic. I'm happy with that.
So
go ahead. Sorry.
in hindsight, after he's turned into dust, Sarissa then points at him and fires off a little bit more, and then the dust pile kind of erupts into flames again for 7 more points of damage.
Damn, you burned up my arrows. I can't retrieve those.
Sorry.
Good point. Yeah, I rolled a 3. Those arrows are burnt for sure.
But does it burn the arrows? Because it only...
They're not magical.
The creature that you're pointing at, because they're like ghost flames, and it's like you're attacking that living thing with your hellish rebuke.
I mean,
because like if I bumped into a wall and took damage, I couldn't point my finger at it and do damage to the wall.
It's a dex save, which generally means that you are casting something in a direction, and it's up to the creature to dodge it. Like, you don't have manipulative abilities to, like, sculpt it around the arrows on the creature's flesh. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's a single target ability, but I don't see a way you could sculpt it around.
And then it says that I'm doing damage to the creature that damaged me, but the arrows, they're not, like I'm assuming when he goes up in flames that all his clothes just go poof and hit the ground because it's not the creature, it's him I just torched. Yeah,
you've torched the creature that had arrows sticking into it, and the arrows, like I was willing to, if the roll was good, the arrows could still be there, but the roll was bad, so the arrows were incinerated. Not that I make you guys keep track of your ammo. I just want you to make sure that you're purchasing it, keeping it in mind, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I always start with 2 quivers.
Yeah. Cool. So, yeah, what are we doing? Got another 40 minutes to play with, or maybe a little bit longer if you guys want to.
Yeah. Like I said, we can either try to explore now, or we're going to have to go back and talk to the Wererats again. we did what they asked, but maybe we should search for treasure up a little ways farther.
I believe Neil was addressing the rest of his party members with that question.
We can always go south, or we can go west and then north. But we don't know that we can go west and then north because that's behind count them, three doors.
Should we go back and let...
Those
You-
are doors. Those are support beams.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
okay.
this map makes it super confusing, and I apologize for not making it.
Wasn't the task for us to take out the burrowing worm thing that killed their friend? We've taken it out. Shouldn't we go let them know we have fulfilled our quest?
So,
But maybe we can steal from them first.
by the way,
No,
like
no.
super quick, there was a door here, which you would have noticed from that chamber where you talked to the Rat Queen.
Oh,
You guys did not go far enough this direction to know what's over here. So no idea there. And those are the only and you would have seen, well, there was a door into the fucking chambers where the beds were, but I didn't know that. So that door was open. Well, that's it for Zora. I'm sorry, yeah.
no, we opened that door.
To the northeast here, past the carrion crawler, you can see that it's sloped up.
I would go fly up to go check that out.
I was gonna say it's a steep slope, but you can fly, so you're fine. There is nothing really to. Yeah.
Is it an exit?
You would
It looks
see
like an exit.
there.
You can see
If you get to here, I know I can't undo this little shadow thing because I fucked up with my whatever. But this is up a cliff, so you would be able to get out of this thing and see that this is like 20 feet up, I think. Oh, that's where the freaking athletics check would come in. So going up this path is not an athletics check, because why the fuck would it be? But this is like a 20-foot downward slope of steepness, which you could see because there's no door. It's just
it's an escape route if we need to run.
Yeah, it's like
There's an escape route back here if we need to get away.
Excellent.
So Don Jon, you think you can give these Wererats and their giant rat friends a job and put them to work?
I mean, I was sent here as a liaison. I have no honest idea. As long as they're willing to work and pull their weight, I can't imagine why the townspeople would be opposed to not free labor, but like, I think about it. Like, these guys are gonna live in the cave, work for food, as far as we know. If their demands get too crazy, then
Free
maybe
security,
yeah.
because it is their home, so they will fight to protect it.
Exactly. We give them food. Maybe that's going to be enough for them. I don't know if they're greedy and they're going to want more and more and more to the point where the humans of Phandalin and other people of Phandalin can't, like, keep up with their demands, and then a fight might start. But that's so far down the road that I don't think it matters.
No, not our circus, not our monkey.
Exactly. My job here was to make the mine usable, and sounds like we have an accord so far.
That's great. Yeah, let's go talk to him then. I mean, I guess you're right. We can't steal from him.
No,
I didn't.
no.
I didn't say
We have to
that.
Finish the deal.
I did. I said nothing about that. What they don't know, they don't know.
I know, but Don Jon's with us, and we're trying to broker this accord. So yeah, maybe.
Well, that was Don Jon talking to
Neil's
you.
baser instincts is
Yeah.
not gonna fly here.
Okay.
Yes, I don't believe we should be stealing from the creatures with which we are negotiating.
You're so smart.
Well, thank you.
That's
You did fabulous. I'm so sorry.
that's
That
too
giant
bad.
worm.
There's so much gold here. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Maybe we better
Or
take a
am I?
short rest.
plus we don't want to detain ourselves. We do have Bugdob waiting for us, and we must go get him a kitty.
Yeah, and we need to heal up here. We need to tend our wounds.
Yes. Sarissa will lean
Acid
over.
on my wings.
Yeah. Sir, how much damage did you take?
Oh,
11?
Okay, Sarissa will lean over and just give him like 8 points worth of damage. Be like, oh, I hope
Nice.
this helps you feel a little better.
oh yeah, I'm much better now. Thank you.
Sarissa, your hellish rebuke would have been a total of 18 with the extra d10, right? 11 plus another 7?
No, it was 22. It would have been 19.
Okay. Okay.
And then whatever the unrealized, because I screwed up and didn't do it with advantage, damage would have been.
Hellish rebuke is a save. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Unless Fairy Fire gives disadvantage on Dex saves, but I don't think it does. Pretty sure it doesn't. Okay, so where are you going? Back to the rat
We should
peoples?
get back to the rats and let them know we finished the task. Sarissa will. Can we cut the head off of this thing to bring back? No, I destroyed him. He's a pile of ash, right?
You would probably still have, if you want to, you're welcome to. Like, you can cut off the head of a. He's not ash. He's just charred. But you
Okay,
also
so Sarissa will
have
whack his head
acid
off and- yeah.
on you. So.
Well, very carefully. I'll do one of those gingerly slice like
Okay.
you.
Acid erupts from the carrion worm and
Yeah.
showers you all. No, that's whatever. So where are we going? Back like straight to the west, or the way that you know is safe, or
I vote we go the direction that we walk, so we don't set off any traps. Tally ho.
Sounds good.
pip pip. All right, so y'all make your way to the south and then the west and then south and west and south and west and then up to the north. Back to the rat queen or leader, whatever they call themselves here, Zelene. And are you having Don Jon lead the way again once, or Neil, you want to do the talking? What's going on here?
Let's see. The enhance ability would have run out. Would have expired.
It's an hour,
because I
right?
used Fairy Fire. I used.
Oh,
Fairy
that's
Fire
concentration
for
also.
another concentration
Yeah,
spell, so
good point.
so that's gone.
I think Neil and I are
But yeah, I
probably
mean,
the most
what-
charismatic, but she already side-eyed me, so I think Neil would be the guy, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this deal that's being brokered it's Don Jon's deal. It's not.
Yeah, that's true.
I would kind of defer to Don Jon because it's Neil doesn't plan on coming back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind, that would probably be a conversation that if you want to skip over the RP of it all, you're welcome to if you just tell me that. But like some of these conversations would be had along the way, in actual RP person. So if you would tell Don Jon like, hey, you should keep taking the lead, he would do so. But
Sure. Don Jon, let's seal the deal here and get out of here, and then maybe Vandalin and these people can get along. It's worth giving it a shot.
all right, I will. I'll do my best and.
But
Please.
if a fight breaks out, we'll annihilate him.
Yeah, stay nearby, please.
We'll annihilate him.
All right, so he'll approach as far as he ever does, and we found the worm, and it was a massive creature. I could see how it was causing y'all some troubles. That acid spit was no joke. I believe one of my companions here cut off its head.
Sarissa will hold up and be like, "Here you go. I brought it back in case you wanted it as a trophy," and we'll set it on the ground. Be careful. It appears to have acid for blood.
Several of the rats make movements, the rats and wererats, to start chewing on it, and Zelene like holds out a hand to stop them, and now's not the time, but soon. And then she sniffs a couple times, and does the rest of the crawler smell this delectable?
Ew.
Yes.
Yes. As my fairy friend said there. Yeah, it smells great. It's all yours. We did what you asked, and as long as y'all are amenable to you work in the mines or work in security and letting the people of Phandalin come here to work and mine the ore and take advantage of the precious resources of this mine, I think we can strike a good accord here. And is there anything else that you are asking for? What kind of compensation do you want to offer your security, or even if you got some industrious rats and or rat people, wererats? I'm sorry, I don't know the correct term. That want to actually mine. Do you want just food? What are you looking for in return? Let's just say that the negotiations, for now, food, and not to be hunted. And these are our mines, so your people will be here as guests, so they will follow all of our rules. And we'll leave the rest kind of open-ended, but food, for now, is fine. He looks back to you guys. Does that sound like a good deal for the people of Phandalin? It kind of, I don't know if I'm getting the right idea from this leader. If the people of Phandalin would be safe coming here.
Yeah, I would go with not our circus, not our monkeys. We'll get them to agree. If there's a problem, you can come and deal with it. Do we get the feeling she's being a dirtbag?
Roll insight if you are so inclined.
Insight. Well, 15.
Anyone else? That's it? Cool. With a 15, let's see how good she is at deception. Nope. You would rightly be under the impression that she and the fellow wererats and giant rats, etc., are probably gonna do whatever the fuck they kind of want to do. If they are entirely placated and happy with whatever food and such that the people of Phandalin bring, then things might not be too bad for the people of Phandalin. But you also get the idea that whim could change.
Do we know if there's another exit from this mine, or is this the only place, only egress?
Neil would have told you, I'm assuming, about what he found as far as that weird, like, 20-foot high up the cliff exit or entrance.
Okay.
I assume. Aside from that, you don't know, because there was no real exploration aside from what you've done so far.
Oh, well, gentlemen, I think our work here is done, and we should go. And I will signal that we'll have a conversation outside, guys.
All right, I will. I'll give the what you said to the people of Phandalin, and you might be seeing some of us soon. So don't be scared if you see a bunch of mostly humans, but possibly other races as well. They will not be armed. They're not going to be an invading force. They're going to be here to work the mines and probably bring food as well. So, if you see anybody that is not openly bringing you food, by all means defend yourselves to whatever extent you want to, but we will make sure that the people of Phandalin will be obviously carrying food for y'all. Okay. Okay. We will be here, living our best lives. And with that, you are free to go if that's what you wish to do.
So once we're outside and out of earshot, Griff will say, Don Jon, I don't know that you can necessarily trust these creatures. Perhaps we just want to discuss the option of sealing off the mine entrance, any methods of egress, and eventually they'll just starve to death, and then you can reopen the mine. Just the thought. Don't want to be a murder hobo.
That will definitely be something that I let the town master and the people of Phandalin know about.
Yes, it seems like a fair weather agreement. I wouldn't trust them.
I agree entirely. I don't know how these people, these rat people, have been feeding themselves until now.
Well, it's obvious that they're going to eat that hideous creature.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess anything that wandered through here was probably eaten by them, which in a way makes them cannibals once removed.
Yeah, I would say that rat, that giant worm thing might last them a couple days, and that stabbed to death miner y'all found earlier gives me a bit of trepidation. Like these rats did not. Oh, I have a feeling that they killed and or chased off most of the miners here, and that there's possibly some families back in Phandalin that would not take too kindly to an alliance.
I didn't know that these mines. I didn't know that they invaded the mines and that there were miners here and that they took over.
Yeah, This was a mine that was a Phandalin-owned mine. That human corpse that we found is a bad sign.
Well, let's let bygones be bygones. I mean, everybody deserves a home, right? And then Neil sort of looks at Sarissa and like, let's get out of here.
Well, you guys are already out. You're outside.
Okay.
You don't.
Yes, I vote we just let the townspeople know that there's some, for lack of a better term, tomfuckery happening here. Maybe they should just seal up the mine, let nature take its course, let them eat themselves, and open it up in a year's time.
Well, this is really Don Jon's job, really. I mean, we were just supposed to escort him.
Yes.
So, whatever Don Jon thinks.
Yes. We're just here for our goal. We've done our job.
Okay.
Was there any was there any, like, I guess for that body that was back there that was freshly stabbed, was there anything like a pendant or anything we could have grabbed to bring back with us? You know what I mean, as an identification?
Not according to the book, but
Okay.
I'm okay with there being something there.
Okay. Because it just seems like if there was any identifying marks, like we would have grabbed it and thought, well, somebody somewhere is going to wonder what this guy is. So.
Okay, sorry. So here's what you might have learned as well. This place was owned, or maybe is still owned, by a business consortium in Neverwinter. They have had noticeable productivity problems. And the owners in Neverwinter hired the no-nonsense overseer Don Jon Raskin to sort things out. But Raskin knew nothing about what was going on in the mines. Just that the productivity had basically come to a halt.
Yeah, so it's probably a local guy. So we'll have grabbed any identifying things.
Oh yeah, good point. He could
yeah, if it's owned by somebody in Neverwinter, well, Walmart's owned by somebody in Arkansas, but I can guarantee, if there were a bunch of bodies in there, that they're probably local people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. So if you, I'm sure, like we could say that the miner that you guys found had some kind of identification on him, and even maybe some of these wererats, who fucking knows, could be miners that were turned into wererats. I don't know. It's not in the book. I'm just guessing. Probably.
But considering it's a curse that can be spread by being bitten or scratched, in a way, it's like, if their numbers start running low, all they have to do is bite somebody, and they recruited somebody else to their...
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all, like... You could get back to Phandalin, get your reward. We don't have to RP that. And I don't think, unless you want to be privy to what Don Jon says to Harbin, the town master.
We need to find a kitty, also.
True.
Yes.
I don't imagine a cat would cost any more than... Especially if, like, if there's no spaying and neutering in these days, so... It might be pretty easy to find a litter of kitties. You can buy one or two for nothing, for like a silver each. So how many kitties do you want?
2.
Okay. So mark off 2 silver.
Okay. I want her to be short-haired tabbies in the black-gray colors with big green eyes.
Okay. Yeah, within the time you have until dark and wanting to get back to camp before dark, easy. And it might cost you an extra hour to find the specific cats you're looking for, but yeah. Cat owners talk to each other and have some kind of weird network where you can whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys want to be privy to the conversation between I don't even know what the conversation is going to be yet, so I'm not like trying to lead you anyway, but between Don Jon and Harbin?
I'd be interested just to hear what they discuss, because we do live in the area, and it could potentially affect us. So, how about we sit quietly in the back of the room and observe? And Neil, don't steal anything from the chambers, please. You're muted.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
He's not talking.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Unless it's excessively shiny and gorgeous, and then we'll talk.
So I'm not gonna be. I don't like it when the DM just does 2 NPCs talking to each other. It seems like it's weird. Even though I did it a few times with the freaking Rat Queen because nobody else wants to take the lead. The gist of it is the same that you guys have encountered so far. Don Jon was hired by Neverwinter, the consortium that owned the mines. They, in Neverwinter, probably don't care too much about the townspeople of Phandalin that were working the mines because big business. I'm a capitalist for the most part, but like big businesses don't generally care about the little people, so it feels natural that they wouldn't care. The townmaster might get some grief, which he might say to Don Jon regarding the death of the miners from Phandalin that were working the mines. Don Jon is like, I don't want to tell you. We'll cross that bridge if we have to come to it. And you guys each get your 100 gold as your reward. And it's just 100 each. There's no extra gold for Bugdob because he was not part of this. Don Jon thanks you for your help, your service, for being good company. And he goes. He probably spends the night here before, in the morning he'll Neverwinter. You get your kitties for 2 silver total. And you make it back to camp. Unless there were any other supplies that you wanted to get in Phandalin before you go back to camp. And Sarissa, you're muted.
Cat food, kitty litter, kitty toys. We get a kitty tree, so we can put it up inside of the cabin, the longhouse, so cats can run around the entire perimeter on the inside on a little kitty walk.
So let's tackle these things one at a time. Cat food, I don't know if that exists in these times. I think they might just eat meat, or be.
So we'll get an extra barrel of salted pork.
Or be eating the rats and other like squirrels and shit that are found in the freaking wild. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get a extra barrel of salt pork and maybe some various. We'll get a grinder. We'll make our own homemade kitty foods. We need a grinder, and we'll buy a bunch of root vegetables and stuff like that. And we'll just make up our own canning supplies. We need a water bath and jars and all that stuff, so we can water bath all the kitty food, so we can make an entire wall.
Slow down, please, for the love of God. Okay, so you want to get a grinder for meat to turn into like cat food paste kind of thing?
Yeah, grind it down like into burger.
Let's say that would be 1 gold.
Okay.
You want to get another barrel of meat?
Yeah, we'll get a barrel of of salt pork.
Do we remember how much that was? I want to say 5 gold, but I don't remember.
That was, hold on, I think I have it written down.
I didn't save the frickin' webpage. Because why would I?
Hold on.
Stupid ass.
Hold on, let's see, it was 30 for the 2 for the club, 2 for the shovel, the bow, the gold kilt. I want to say it was only 5. I think. It seems like I have a 5 and I have a circle with a line and it says meat.
I found it.
So I'm going to assume that was the salt pork.
1 pound. Okay, no, it's not. Barrel.
Yeah, find the barrel.
Oh, 10 gold for salmon in a barrel. 10 gold for pork in a barrel.
And was it 5 for beef?
Yeah, it is. No, sorry. No, it's not. That's for a barrel of ale would be 5 gold.
Oh, okay. So we'll get a barrel of the pork.
You don't want salmon for a kitty? You want pork? I don't care. Just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get the pork.
So we're at. I said 5 silver for the grinder or 1 gold. 1 gold, right?
1 gold.
So it's 11 total so far for the pork and grinder.
We need a water bath and a few flats of half-pint wide-mouth jars.
Now, do you want to make the water bath yourself, or do you want to buy something that is sculpted to be like a
water bath? Is just a huge. It's a huge Pam,
Tub?
I guess we could use the Dutch oven and just water bath in that, so we're fine.
Jesus. Yeah, cook in the Dutch oven where you just water bathed your cat.
No,
You
it's
filthy
water
animals.
bath. It's how you seal. It's how you sterilize and seal things when you're canning. Is you heat them up to a certain degree, and it forces all the air out, and then the top seals down. That's how you
Okay.
seal.
If
and
you think
preserve.
if you think the Dutch oven can serve for that, then you're welcome to it.
Yeah, we could do like three or four half-pint wide-mouth jars at
Okay.
a time in there. So yeah, we're fine.
And you said jars, so these are glass jars?
Yeah, you just little half-pint. They stand about this tall, and no, that's a quart. I'm talking a half-pint.
Oh, so not a
They're little
mason
guys.
jar. But like
Yeah, they're small mason jars,
Okay.
but they're only half-pint size. So when you open it, when you unseal it, you're only opening 1 or 2 servings at a time versus opening an entire quart. You got to use it or it's going to start rotting. So you do them in small batches, so when you open it, you're not
Okay.
wasting food.
2 silver total for 4,
No, I want a flat of them.
which is 12?
It's like, well,
Okay.
yeah. So a couple
6.
flat.
6 silver total.
Okay.
Next item or items. You said something about like a cat, like the thing that you walk around on.
Yeah, well, we'll just need to get some lumber. We can build it ourselves.
You don't want to rely on the lumber or branches and stuff that are shorn from the trees that are felled for the log cabin.
I would like some nice squared boards so that they're like
Okay.
shelf quality, and they're already dried, so we don't have to worry about them warping.
So 2 silver for what would be a out of measure. A 2x4 is what we call it here. So
I would want like 1x8s.
okay. So yeah, 1 silver per. Oh wait, so 1x8. Okay. Yeah, still 2 silver. I would think per.
Okay, so I'll get we'll just say like 10 of them should be enough.
Okay.
So that would end up being 2 gold pieces total.
Okay.
Okay. We can make our own kitty toys, I suppose.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that we bring Bugdob a sussy, but can't we just like maybe hunt him or bring him a deer? We'll just hunt a deer and bring him a fresh deer.
A sussy?
Yeah,
What is a sussy?
it means a present.
Oh.
A prezi. We do need to get like 4 or 5 yards of some kind of nice linen. Because what I figured we could do is we can make almost like a baby Bjorn carrier for around Bugdob that goes around him, so we can just stick the 2 kitties right in the front while he's doing the work. And keep the kitties with him.
Okay.
You
Easy
picking
enough.
up what I'm laying down, Justin?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see that John gets it. So yeah, so we can just make a huge baby Bjorn for Bugdob, and that way that he has that nice little pouch in the front where he can always, even when they're full grown cats, can just like chill and hang out with him the entire time. So 5 yards of basic linen, and then 1 yard of fine cashmere wool, so we can line the linen thing with a nice soft inside.
7 silver total for that.
Okay.
Fucking off the cusp of my head. I have no idea if I'm even close to these. I love it though.
I think. Oh, and we can stop by the town milliners and get like a couple dozen of their finest feathers, so we can make cat toys out of them.
I would imagine you can probably pretty easily find bird feathers.
But these ones will be by going to the milliners. That way, they're brightly colored.
Okay.
So like they're bright pinks and
purples and just
I
obnoxious,
see.
fancy foo-foo colors.
The nicer feathers that you might not always find in the wild.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're dyed extremely bright colors that aren't normal.
Okay, so let's just say another silver per feather.
Okay. So I'll spend a couple gold piece on that.
Bugdob's
Oh.
gonna be so happy.
Yeah, there we go. So that way, even when the place is built, Bugdob, he can learn how to sew. He can make a baby Bjorn. He can make cat toys for the kitties. We've got all the 1x8s to build a ramp up, and then he can build little shelves all the way around the top of the room for the kitties to run around, which will probably be eye level with Bugdob, but
You know, when I was dating Erin, how excited I was to like build or like help her build such things in the house that she was gonna buy for her cat.
right?
Because I think it would be so freaking fun to watch those cats. Just like those videos are
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do in here. I want to get a couple kitties, but the ceilings in the trailer. But cats, by nature, they like to sit up above and look down. So yeah.
Yeah.
I had that on our house on the East Coast. I had 2 cats, and my roommate had 2 cats, and it was this old carpenter Gothic house with like 14-foot ceilings, and we had walkways around every single room. And we had a ramp from the outside that came up through our bathroom window. It was awesome.
Anything else? I guess that
And
we got 2 cats. We got the materials to make a kitty Bjorn, a barrel of pork, a grinder, 4 small mason jars, feathers for the cat toys. You got some lumber for like cat walkways.
Sarissa spent 16 gold and 3 silver pieces. It's fine. I
Yeah,
think
you guys-
we've got all the goodies.
Still have that bell.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. And so it'll be a nice surprise for Bugdob, and then we'll have Rio kill some venison so that Bugdob can have some fresh meat, and we can still get a meal too when we get home.
Rio, do we want to pause it there and do the possible hunting the next time we convene, or
Yes.
okay? Then this is the end. I am so happy to be playing D&D again. This has been awesome.
It's fun. Good one.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot of different ways. In the book, doesn't say anything about the rats being at all nice. Like, theoretically, if Don Jon had gone, like the book says, if Don Jon goes in by himself to negotiate, he is quickly turned into a wererat.
Oh,
Well,
But
we went in. We got his back.
yeah,
crisis
And
averted.
I made him a smooth talker.
And
I cast a spell to make him a smooth talker.
you had enough of like, well, actually, I guess you guys didn't. I don't know who came up with the idea. If it was me being forced to on the spot, or you guys came. I don't remember. But like, offering them food and like purpose in exchange for just being guards or working
Yeah.
the mine, or I don't see why that wouldn't be enough for them. You know?
Yeah, they don't seem to be. They just want their space, and so if they have their own space, then you leave them alone. And you could even have it where they sleep during the day and they just come out and guard
Yeah.
the place at night, so they don't even meet up with the miners.
There are so many rooms you did not explore, which made me a little sad, but it's okay. Assuming you guys had Bugdob just continuing to fell trees and make them into logs for the cabin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So day 2 has gone by as you get back, and there are a total of 4 logs laid out. I think one log
Nice.
we've agreed is 10 feet, so one side of this building at least has the bottom logs laid out.
Nice.
Um,
We give them the kitties And we
Well,
explained.
That'll be next. We said that's the next
Okay.
session, but yeah, keep that in mind because that's a lot to RP and have fun with. I'll try to keep track of our damage taken, damage dealt. I think damage taken would be more interesting in bigger fights than just one carrion crawler doing one AoE acid attack, but that's what I'm not gonna write that shit down because it was yeah. Anyway, anything else before we convene?
Nope, I think.
No, I'm good. Thank you. That's great.
Well, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Hopefully next Sunday we have a game, and I'll see y'all
Yeah, sounds good.
later. Bye, everybody.